service.
What's up, it's Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
And I'm Gigi McGuire.
And it's a celebration. It's lip service. Congratulations. Chrisette Michele is here with us.
Bonjour, bonjour.
And today is a historic day. You know why?
Why?
Because you just finished your album.
Because I just finished my album.
Congratulations.
Literally. Thank you, guys.
Like literally came from the studio, finished the album, and came to do lip service.
Yeah.
That's bomb.
I'm excited.
And we are under pressure in this room, okay?
Why?
Because the eye
so we don't ask you the wrong thing, you know.
Oh, okay. So we'll start. I'm very shy, and you know, I am. But if I don't feel comfortable, I'll just, say, you know.
All right, it's okay. If you don't feel comfortable, Gigi and Stephanie will take over.
Can answer me.
Stephanie, enough with the selfies. We're doing the show. All I hear is.
I follow you on Instagram.
All right, that's it. I should have had it on
Instagram.
silent.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, she hyped now.
Beautiful.
I appreciate that.
Inspiration.
Now, we always start with the tip of the day. Now, today's tip is how to have that first night sex and make sure that the sex is good enough so they want to do it again and they think it was popping, but not too good so they don't think that you're a freak. She just do this with everybody. She just did too much. Damn. All right, we'll start with you, Gigi.
Oh,
Why are you pointing at
start with Stephanie? Because Stephanie always starts, and then she had that look on her face like she just already knew what she wanted to say.
All right, well, no, Gigi, you going to start.
We know I'm kind of like confident when it comes to my sexuality. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I wouldn't put it all out there the
what
first time.
What do you hold back on?
I'll hold back on giving him too good of a blowjob.
So you give him like a
I wouldn't give him like
blowjob.
I'm not gonna give him a mediocre one, but I'm gonna give him one that's just enough that he doesn't think is the best one he ever had.
Are you gonna give him one enough that he completes it?
Well, if I have to, but
that's a pretty damn good one the first time. Then I say,
well, I don't want him to go too far, but I would hold back a little just to say that. Like I wouldn't give it my all.
So no deep throw is what you're saying.
I would just hold back a little bit. I just wouldn't pull out all my tricks at that one time.
All right,
save some for later.
But you would do it, but
he
you
would
just
definitely
wouldn't go
come back
all the way in.
Right.
All right. What else?
When it actually comes down to actually the intercourse part of sex, if it's really good to me, I'm not going to be able to hold back. So
is the first night usually good though?
Sometimes it's really, really good. And then sometimes the first night is just like awkward or
right,
weird.
because we don't know each other like that yet.
And your body's not used to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it's all about the chemistry you have with the person.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Especially if you've been like FaceTiming and stuff like that and the anticipation is built up. What about you, Stephanie?
For me, the first time has to be good.
What?
If not, I'm not going back to the guy. I swear, you get one shot with me, man. One shot. You mess it up, that's it. You're not going to see me again.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the
But
truth.
what if he gets so nervous and he comes really quick because he's excited?
No.
Because that happens. And that's a compliment, so they say.
No, I'll give a guy.
Definitely what happens, right?
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
I'll give a guy a
excited.
second shot for coming fast. But if the sex is just overall bad, he came fast, he didn't have the work, no, I'm not coming back. But for me, I don't really hold anything back. I'm going for it.
You're doing it all.
I'm not doing it all because there are things that I just don't generally do.
But
Like
I'm saying,
anal.
like, as far as your bag of tricks.
Yeah.
You're pulling out the whole bag of tricks.
I might pull out, a lot of the tricks.
90% of your tricks are coming out on the first time.
I mean, if we get in the position to pull out a trick, I'm gonna pull out a trick. I'm not gonna think like, oh, I can't do this. He's gonna think I'm a hoe and I do this with everybody. Whatever. We're already here. If he's gonna think I'm a hoe, he's gonna think I'm a hoe.
Oh my
What do you
goodness.
say, Chrisette?
I mean, the first time, man, I think I really think it's about holding back. I think it's about not pulling out everything that you've imagined before you got, there to that point. And I think letting him do most of the work the first time. I think he should feel like he has a prize
Right.
the first time.
So not that you're laying there, but.
Yeah, but just don't be too thirsty to, express everything the first time around. Let him feel like, you know what? Because then my imagination is, he gonna expect that the next time. And what if I'm tired? Like,
He thinks it's gonna only get better. You can't do it all the best from the beginning because then he's thinking the next time, it's gonna be another step beyond that.
That's what I think. I think, just hold on a second. I'll let you see the rest next time.
And I think it's hard to be really vocal too the first time. Like you can't make all those noises.
Yeah, that's something
do all that
I
talking
hold back.
that you do. When
Yeah,
you're
that's something that I definitely hold back. I don't say as much as I would say to my regular lover to somebody new.
Have you ever said something during
sure.
sex and been embarrassed about it after? Like, what the fuck? Why did I just say that?
Yeah. The word I oh my God, this is so bad.
What did you say?
I'm just gonna say it because I already started.
What'd you do?
But I was cheating on one of my boyfriends, and I was drunk.
You said the wrong name?
And the guy, yes, he was eating my pussy, and I said the wrong name.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's a terrible time to say the wrong
Did
name.
he continue?
Yeah, he continued.
Oh, wow.
He
You
didn't
knew you
stop.
said the wrong name or you tried to play it off?
I was drunk. I didn't realize. I thought I was with my man.
Woo, that's
what you get for cheating.
I
Beggar.
was drunk. Yes. And then when he came up on top, because
When he came up for air.
when he came up on top of me to fuck, it was like this big, sexy black man, this big, black, perfect man. And I was like, oops, that's not.
That's not who I thought it was. Now that's drunk.
Yeah, I've never been so drunk that I called somebody the wrong name.
Yeah.
That's the time to do it though. And listen, if he's the side piece, he's okay with it.
Yeah, no, he is a side piece.
Let's be clear, guys are fine with being a side piece.
Yeah, they don't care.
Is that true?
I think so.
Some guys do care.
Some guys like
more than
it.
others.
Because they don't like commitment the way we do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like those responsibilities and they kind of like the fact of feeling like they got something over on somebody. I
Yeah,
feel
they got
like,
one up.
because listen, think about it. If you say you have a man or you say I'm engaged,
Mhm.
does that mean that he's not going to try to kick it to you?
No.
Oh, no, definitely not. Yeah, that's true. Guys are always.
They're still with it.
That's
Still going to be
true.
persistent.
That's true.
Now, if a guy tells you, well, I have a girl or whatever,
Mhm.
you back off.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Stephanie, Gigi, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on the situation with that too.
Because if you think you better than her, right?
Nah,
And
not
you like
even
him a
that.
lot.
She like a
Not
challenge.
Even that. Not even that. I just feel like I'm single, right? Perfect example. I'm single. So if I was dating somebody in my past, if I was fucking somebody in my past, and we happened to connect again, and it's like, oh, I'm with this girl right now. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, no, forget it. Break up with her, and then we'll talk after that.
Right.
That's different.
That's
That's a different situation.
I'm like, all right, I don't care.
I
I'm not really
was
worried
more
about her.
thinking like if you met a guy and he's like, well, I'm involved.
Nah,
I don't
that's-
want
Because he
nothing to
told
do
you.
with
That's
And
a
clearly
no.
he's telling you that because he's not interested in you.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
gonna lie, this
That's
is a
no.
tough one. It's a tough one.
That's a no. If I meet a guy and he's like, listen, I have a wife, I have kids.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good on you.
Go home.
Right? Go
He
home.
said go home.
Go to your family.
If he has a wife and kids. But if, in the young days, if the guy, he don't seem too serious about her, you might walk past him a few times just in case he has second thoughts.
Right.
Right.
Like he's
That's
not
bad, isn't
married.
it? That's awful. I can forget it, never mind.
But I do feel like, okay, if he says he has a girl, you're like, all right, cool. We could be friends, but I ain't going out with you
Exactly.
like that. But later
Right,
on, when things
exactly.
don't work out, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Exactly. We
I'm
can be
here.
friends.
Now, we were talking earlier about emojis, right? And how you feel about guys that use emojis. Do you think that guys should communicate in that way with their little kissy face, the little
I mean-
smiley face, the hard eyes?
I think it's cute.
I think it's cute sometimes. It depends.
They just can't go too far with using emojis.
I feel like guys can use
Like,
emojis
don't
like
over emoji me.
like if I send a guy a sexy picture and he sends me a whole bunch of hard eyes emojis,
You like that?
that's cute.
Right.
But if he sends me the good morning text, good morning, beautiful, have a nice day with a whole bunch of winky, kissy face emojis,
It's a little too soft.
it's like, what? Like, thanks.
I was saying that earlier. I downloaded the Kim Kardashian emoji app.
Emojis.
So if my guy sent me those, I would be.
Yeah, Fabulous
devastated.
has
That's what I was saying.
emojis.
Fab has his own emojis
Yeah.
now. Now, your
to
man
do
could
that.
send you a Fab emoji, right?
Yeah. Those are totally gangster.
He can't
original
send,
gangster.
he can't send Kim Kardashian emoji.
No,
Fab
don't send me
emojis
Kim
are not.
emojis.
But the
you
Kim
can send
emojis
me
are not.
the young OG emojis.
Yeah, those are cool.
Chrisette, you said you did it because she had all the rings.
She had all little rings, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute for all of my little."
Let's see, put
texts.
that ring up, girl.
I'm
Put
sending
that
all
ring
of my
up.
friends everything. I'd be like,
Oh, beautiful.
That's a nice
So,
ring.
Thank you. Thank
Did you know what ring you wanted to get? Do you have that
I did. I
discussion?
always wanted a solitaire, really simple gold band. I wanted it to be classic, very Audrey Hepburn.
Is that something you discussed before you get engaged because you know it's going to happen? Like, just so you know the ring that I want.
I did because my guy is very extravagant, and I knew I was gonna have one of them first lady preacher wife kind of things if I wasn't specific, with like just diamonds all over the place. That's
nice ring.
just I like solitaires.
Now,
Classic.
we've heard your story. You know, y'all didn't speak for like 7 years.
7 years.
And then you got back together and he wasn't letting no time go by.
No.
So for those 7 years in your head, were you like, okay, you know, we worked together, we had whatever drama we had, but one day I'm going to get back with him, or was it a surprise?
It was a surprise. When I started my record label about a year ago, I had began getting feelings. Going back to indie kind of gives you some time to think. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do a lot of things yourself. And so I took some time to stop. And when I finally stopped, because I was literally running, there was years where I would do 200-300 shows in a year. Like it was just nonstop. But when I stopped, I was able to kind of remember what I missed. Mm-hmm. So that's when he got that phone call.
Sometimes it's good because I feel like sometimes people are in relationships, right, that are just so toxic and they're like back and forth, arguing, fighting all the time. Sometimes the best thing to do is take a break, and they say if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you.
Yeah. And people always do say that. I didn't even, when we broke up, it was like a sort of like an industry sort of coming between us. It wasn't necessarily, I don't want to be with you no more, I hate you, like that. It was like lawyers say, don't speak to him. Lawyers say, don't speak to her. Y'all are in court. You know, you can't do this. And so I was really, really young, and I just listened to them. And
so you never hated him?
I was disappointed because I didn't understand. I was like, you know, why can't you fix this? He was the one who got me into the industry.
He said he was going to get you a deal.
Yeah. And I was interested in just being like this indie girl, you know, with a guitar and just doing small shows. Next thing I know, it's 3,000-4,000 people. Radio City was like, oh God, you know, that was never my dream. And so I was just upset that he left me. That's how it felt. Like he left me in this industry by myself.
But you sued him first.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you had to know, okay, I'm suing him, so that's already going to cause some tension. But then he sued you.
Yeah. It was suing back and forth. It was like, 5 suits altogether.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And very expensive. Right. I think that was the most painful part.
We wasted a lot of money.
Wasted a lot of money. Together. Yeah.
The lawyers came up.
Because you got to work hard, and people be like, yo, you know, why she always out? Because I really have to work.
I got to pay these
lawsuits all the time. Yeah.
All right. So now it feels like even better than ever. Because sometimes you do have to get away from somebody to realize that's what is meant to be. But sometimes people are scared because you're like, if I leave this person alone.
I left.
Gigi left. She didn't leave for no 7 years.
No. Yeah. I left for about 8, 9 months.
Okay. And it was painful for her.
It was painful in the beginning. Yeah, it was. I was hurt. I was hurt. That's a very good word. I was hurt. I was disappointed. I was upset.
And then sometimes you feel like if I leave you, then some other chick is going to grab you up and then it's done forever.
Bring me along. I've been doing this too. Damn. Yeah, I kind of had that feeling. So, but we're back, and we've been in a good place. And
aside from some small incidents,
one small incident, but I'm happy. And
no, can we talk about this, please? She dumped a whole hookah on him while it was lit.
Oh,
I knocked the hookah over. Coals went flying everywhere. It was bad.
The hookah box.
Because girls have tempers. We have tempers.
But if he did that to you, though.
He started it.
Right. But it's different.
He did something to me first, which made me do that. It was a reaction to his action.
Right. He reacted.
I reacted.
I definitely have a temper. I'm definitely a girl.
I could tell.
Temper. Yeah. Because I'm so like even.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Crazy? Like to someone? You know, I guess I just raise my voice and I get just really upset. Being on reality television can really show you that you have a bad temper too. Even if it's on, you know.
You feel like they set you up to have a bad temper though sometimes because it's good for the show?
Well, I have a bad temper.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes they put you in situations that you're like, okay, in real life, this would never be happening.
I said that every single day. Every single day I was like, this would never happen in real life. I just don't like when people talk funny and don't expect you to like just read them or pull up their dirty laundry. That's the thing. Is like, you know, don't say nothing crazy if I can really ruin a lot for you by saying stuff. And I'm really from New York, so.
She said,
yeah, like I'm truly a New Yorker.
Well, Stephanie do some crazy shit. I already know. She looking like.
I mean, I've done some things that I'm not very proud of, but I don't think I've,
guys like that though. Let's be clear.
I think so too.
But I don't raise my hands.
That guys like crazy girls.
I don't raise my hands to men. I think that men are really strong, and you know, I like my face. I like my bones.
Like if I hit you, you might hit me back.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get hit back, so I don't put my hands up to men.
But do you feel like if you hit a guy, he shouldn't hit you back?
No, I feel like, you know, a man is a man, and if somebody hits me, my reflex is gonna be to hit them. So, a lot of times, women don't realize that even a man will get hit by a woman and his reaction is to hit her back. His reaction is to protect himself. So that's how women end up getting knocked out in the elevator and things like that,
Hey, well,
I'm just saying, like, a man has a reaction just like a woman has a reaction. If a man puts his hands on you, your reaction is gonna be to hit him back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it's ever okay for a woman. I don't think it's ever okay for a man to hit a woman, and I don't think it's ever okay for a woman to hit a man either.
I've never hit a guy, but if I did, I would hope that he wouldn't hit me back.
I've thrown things at guys a lot of times.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
She said, I ain't
'Cause
gonna
there's a
put
good
my own hand on
distance.
you, but I'm gonna throw something at you.
There's a good distance.
That could hurt more than you punching him.
I usually write songs about guys I don't like.
That'll
and then
do it.
Make sure it makes the
That's
album.
good.
But you got a happy
important to me.
now your album's called Milestone.
Yeah, it's happy this time. But I've written a really, really bad song about a guy before. On this next album too, I did that.
About your ex.
I needed to. I need to just be like,
Let it out.
I did, and it's gonna hurt.
And you said you had to actually let him know.
I had to write that joke.
I'm getting married.
I did. I texted him. I was like,
Why did you feel like you needed to do that? Like if you
because I care.
Mhm.
I did. I cared about him. I didn't think he was a horrible individual. I just thought that he wasn't the right one.
Oh, okay, so you let him know.
Yeah.
He's the only person you felt like you had to, the only ex you felt like you had to reach out to.
No. There was 2 exes. 3, 4 exes. Oh my God. I have a lot of exes.
I let all of them know. Listen.
My alphabet is a little misconstrued. It's more X's than any other. A lot of them.
When you get with a man, do you let them know, like Gigi, when you got back with your man, did you have to let all your dudes know, like, okay?
Yes. And there wasn't really anybody that was significant. I had a couple of, little, not even flings, because I wasn't even. See, the thing is, even though we broke up and I moved out and I moved away to another state, the day that I moved out, we had sex while my truck was full in the garage, in the driveway.
Mhm.
And ever since that day, that was the first day that we had sex since we started beefing, which was maybe 4 months prior.
So for 4 months you didn't have sex, but as soon as it's
Right.
time to move out, you have sex.
We had sex that day. And then we had sex probably every week or every other week after, up until we decided that, okay, well, we who are we playing with? We might as well just get back together.
That's why I always say sometimes
And then
you
we
gotta
got back
leave.
together. So I really didn't have a lot going on because he was still in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But, any little thing that I did have going on that, serious or not, I definitely let them know. I'm going back home. It's a wrap. It's over. Leave me alone. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't Instagram me. Don't.
That was the
know
thing,
me.
is like
I'm
the
back.
Instagram and the social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know it's still all types of skeezers and tramps and hoes
In
that
the
he's been dealing
DMs.
with,
Yeah.
all up and through his Instagram, leaving
Oh.
comments and what have you. And I can act like I'm upset at it, but at the end of the day, look where I am.
Mm-hmm.
They're on Instagram. I'm in his bed every night.
So let me ask
I
you
put
this.
that in there too. Yeah, daddy's coming home.
For your fiance, did y'all have to go through like what happened during those 7 years that we wasn't together?
That was probably the most awkward and uncomfortable part. I was like, okay, I'm really gonna sit through all of this and listen to everything that happened.
Wow, so he had a lot of bodies going on.
Look,
What was that noise?
he loved others besides me.
Mhm.
But I think being an artist, a lot of times you either getting set up or you just on a date. Like you spend a lot of time with the opposite sex as an artist. It's just one of the things that we do. We go on dates, and so I really felt like I had to tell a lot of my friends, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, you still want to keep those relationships like professional. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you want to let them know that you're off limits. So I think for me, it was probably harder than it was for him.
She's looking at him like, yes, no. I love that.
Because he don't care about the other. I'd be like, it wasn't a bad person. Let me just text him and let him know.
He's okay with that, or
Yeah. Well, he had to be, because that's
he's
part of
confident
me. That's who I am.
and he knows who you are and he trusts
Yeah.
that. And you are. It seems like you are so happy.
I am really happy.
I saw that post that you put up when you got engaged, and you were like, "I've been praying for this."
Yeah, it was really, really corny and happy. It was so corny.
It's not
It
corny.
was. Oh, okay. Thank you. But
That's genuine.
thank you.
Gigi, you used to
Genuine.
say you ain't want to get married.
I know.
Lies.
I would marry him now.
You want to. You say he got to put a ring on it.
Well, in order for me to get his name tattooed on my body again, we have to be married.
She got
yes.
3 tattoos. She had 3.
I had 3 tattoos. I got 2 of them covered. The only reason why I didn't get the 3rd covered is because it's on the back of my neck and I didn't have to look at it.
Mhm.
But the 2 that I actually saw when I took my clothes off, I definitely got those covered when I was upset with him. And now that we're back together, the question came up before, would you get another tattoo to replace what you got covered? When he changes my last name, then that's what I'll get.
Fair
Mrs.
Stephanie, you want to get married?
Yeah, not right now. No time soon. I would like to get married. Every girl wants to get married.
You think
right?
every girl
Wants to have a wedding. Every girl doesn't want to get married.
I was watching an interview with Shonda Rhimes and she was saying that she feels like it's taboo for women to say she doesn't want to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying she feels like society has this big taboo on women who don't want to get married and they act like it's a big deal and we're all supposed to want to get married. And she's like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say, I don't want to get married now because I'm single, but I want to get married. Of course, I've thought about getting married. Every
Girls,
time I
we
fall in
planning
love,
our wedding before we know who we gonna marry.
Yeah, no, but every time I fall in love, I think about, we're gonna have such beautiful babies and such a nice wedding. We're definitely gonna get married. Every time I fall in love.
I don't know. I think it was kind of the opposite for me. I think when I was younger, I never wanted to get married. And I think that once I got older and more mature, I feel like I would get married now because I know that I feel deep down in my heart that I'm already with the person I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. So why not make it official at this point after everything we've been through? I mean, we going on 6.5, almost 7 years.
Wow.
So with the breakup and all. So I just feel like at this point, it would have to be something crazy insane for us to go through another breakup.
Right.
I wasn't the girly type.
So you weren't planning your wedding when you were younger.
Mm-mm.
But you said you prayed for this.
I did once I realized I needed it because I'm out of order. I'm a lot. I need somebody to be like, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Because I don't really, I don't have a lot of rules. And I kind of run my own kind of stuff sometimes. As girls like that are independent, we just got that independent nature.
And are you controlling?
I'm a micromanager.
Okay.
So, I knew that it was time for me to become a woman. And part of becoming a woman was realizing that I can't do everything. But that just happened just recently.
So the timing is right for you.
Yeah.
You would say. All right, now what's on your sex playlist? What are some songs that you think are guaranteed? This is my go-to when it's time to have sex. Do y'all listen to music when you have sex?
I do.
I don't turn on music to have sex, but if the music is already on, then I'm gonna go with the flow.
I like
Chris
Brown's joint.
I don't be like, ooh, let me play
You like
this
Chris Brown
to
when
set
you
the
having
mood.
sex?
That particular song, Rock You Back to Sleep? Is that the name?
It's good.
It's a really good
New
song.
song. Okay.
song.
His new song.
That's a good sex playlist song.
I think Miguel Kaleidoscope Dream is the
That's a good
best album to have sex to. It's bomb.
That's a good one.
I do
Right?
love that.
Dreamy.
Yeah, the whole album.
That was a great album.
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
I always associate music with times of my life or people that I've been with. So if I was with somebody, then in our song, I would want to play that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really have like a set list that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put this on. We about to get to it.
No, but listen, there's certain things that I like to go back, like Jodeci. I think Jodeci.
Jodeci
I mean,
is
all
bomb.
our R&B from the 90s it was all love songs. So
Right.
all of that is great sex music. All of that is get you in the mood music.
But
I
Freak
would say.
You, Jodeci Freak You. Oh my God. What?
I like stuff with 808. Boom.
Hey,
Jeez, I can't even count how many times I've had sex to
got that beat, that rhythm.
You feel like a star. You feel like I can't even count how many times I've had sex to 808s and heartbreaks. Really? That's when I'm drunk, I'll come home and put that on.
And hopefully use the right name.
Good album.
right? Don't call out Kanye.
Nah, but I never messed up on any of my boyfriends. It was me
was when
playing
you were cheating.
myself. Yeah, it was me playing.
He didn't
myself.
mind.
He came up and was like,
Really? Sheesh. Now, I
God
see
forgive me.
from what I heard the song Steady. It's a little different from your previous music.
Yeah.
So do you think we were having a discussion about this earlier today? Actually, I saw Mac Wilds earlier today. And he's doing all this like 90s.
Yeah.
Right. R&B from the 90s type of thing. And he was saying it was just a different feel for the music back then. What do you think about music now? compared to music in the 90s.
I thought that was really cool, though, by the way, just how excited he is about bringing that sound back and that he's young, you know what I'm saying? And young people really look up to him.
Because he was like one in the 90s.
I agree.
And he's singing his behind up.
He was born in 89.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he really was one.
Yeah.
He was one.
But I agree with you. I think that's so dope that he's doing it. And the fact that he is so young and really didn't experience, but he's so invested in it. And you can tell that he's like genuinely, he really likes that era and he projects it so well.
I like the music that's happening now. I know that R&B singers are supposed to say they hate it.
She's like, but I don't hate it.
You like to turn up.
I really do. I like to have fun.
Because that was interesting. When I asked you what song you like what's on your sex playlist, and you said Chris Brown, and you said this new song, I thought you was going to like go back, you know.
Maybe some
because you have a very
Tina Marie.
soulful.
I know people always think I'm like burning incense and reading poetry.
Well, I don't know about that. But I thought you were going to say something like, you know, like a throwback. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you take from that. No?
No.
Okay.
When I got signed to Def Jam, I remember them taking me to the record store and buying me a whole bunch of old school music, old school R&B. I had like a lot of hip hop stuff, but they took me and brought me a bunch of like.
So you were never really into old school R&B?
I remember one time I was at a concert with Jay, and it was a Lionel Richie concert. And
you were like, who?
And he's dancing like he's going in. And I'm looking up at him like, okay. And he looked at me, he said, you don't know none of the words? You're weird. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go jump in the lake now.
I took my mom to see Smokey Robinson and I was mad hype.
You was?
I was. I'm like,
he's so beautiful and soulful.
Are you
isn't
crazy?
he?
He's my favorite.
He's so beautiful.
He is.
Yeah.
Eyes.
My mom was hype, but I think I
Frozen
might
is
have been
my
more hype.
favorite
I was like,
song.
damn, I know all these songs.
Oh my goodness.
But that's just my
Please,
parents.
I would cry at Smokey, watching Smokey.
I'm gonna bring you next time, and he be
You
grinding
should.
and stuff.
What?
Cruising is my favorite song of all time.
That's
I
a good
love
one.
that song.
That's a
It's
good
my
one.
favorite.
All right, now earlier, Chrisette, you were saying that you don't think that guys should have Snapchat,
Yeah, that's a
and I
little
had to
strange.
think about that because I never thought about that.
Why?
Because like Charlamagne's always on his Snapchat, Envy, Khaled, but they are celebrities, so they're always trying to
Right,
get their
right.
little followers up and stuff like that.
Right.
But the average guy on Snapchat, is it weird? Because it's girl. It is kind of girly.
Kind of.
I think it is. Well, okay, I guess the fact of the matter is I'm really interactive with like fans and stuff. That's a big deal to me. But if I see a guy Snapchatting me, I'm hesitant to open it because I'm not sure exactly what might pop up.
It might be some penis and we don't want
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, I don't
Snapchat
want
me
to
that.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah. So maybe that's why I feel that way.
But those are like message. I'm not that great at Snapchat.
okay.
But those are like private messages that somebody sends.
yeah, and so you know what I'm saying? Like what? And I've seen a lot of things in the
You don't have to
DM.
open it because guess what? It's going to delete anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna delete. But even on Instagram, like I'm hesitant to, you know.
I look at it anyway. I mean, if it's a penis, it's a penis. You know
I know,
what
but I just don't like that. Don't do that to me.
I
It's
don't
not
either.
nice.
Yeah, I don't either. Don't
Somebody
send me
sent me a
this
penis
rude.
today.
On Snapchat?
Yeah, don't.
No, on
To shout
Instagram.
somebody out
Oh,
right
was
now.
it nice?
No, he was like, you know what? And what am I supposed to respond to it? Hold on, let me find it. I want to show you guys.
Yeah, what are you supposed to what do guys expect you to respond
Nice.
when they send you their dick via the airwaves?
When
like,
am I gonna be in your city?
wait, what do you? Oh, okay. No.
I really because that's what some people do is they meet
So,
people in their cities.
I'm gonna send you my dick from Tennessee. Let me know when you're gonna be here.
Oh my God. That's awful.
That is
message.
So you
horrible.
gonna be in my hood.
This is not romantic shit. If nobody wants you, I do.
Not that nothing is
That's not
romantic
nice.
about that.
I feel
Everybody
better now
wants
knowing that
you.
you get
If
them
nobody
too.
wants you, I do.
Like who? How would nobody want me? Like,
That's a-
Well, they think just because you're single that you're unwanted,
That's
and
true.
clearly that's not true.
oh God,
you're single because
you
you
have
choose
no
to be
idea
single.
the shit that I get in my DMs for being single.
we should all shout one person out that we want to stop DMing us right now.
y'all all get penises in your DM?
Yes, I'm about to pull one up.
I
And
get
you know what? And
penises in my
because
DMs.
y'all said that I named my vagina Ling Ling, people keep calling me Ling Ling.
They want to meet Ling Ling.
Chris, you have a name for your vag?
No.
Oh, okay, here it is.
Vagine.
This guy said, I don't do all this Insta crap.
But he sent his dick and balls. Oh,
I don't want to say.
Is
You
it
wanna see?
nice?
no.
Nah, I don't want to see.
They need a
it
10.
It looks really
I
pale.
feel that way about
It's
penis.
white.
And the
Right,
head,
they should be
Sun.
brown.
It's
the
white.
head
just feel
is
that
smaller than the shaft. It's like little and then it gets bigger.
Let me see.
It's white.
No, it's just a flash on, so it looks
And it looks
ashy.
like on the side is like a I don't know, that's a shadow or some type of
Let me
birthmark.
see. Let me see.
You seen one penis, you seen them all.
Oh no, it's awful. It's awful.
You think it's awful?
It's not awful.
It ain't make Don't respond.
Zoom.
Don't you
I'm
double
not gonna
tap.
allow either.
So would you not date somebody based on what you think their penis might look like?
No, I don't think what a penis
Yes.
looks like.
Yeah, I never think of what a guy's penis looks like. I think of how big it might be, because some guys just look like they got a huge penis. Some guys walk like they just
They so
like it's just something in between. It's so heavy and just
Or
so.
it could. What if they
and
have a
then-
small penis and big balls? That's
I
off
mean,
balance.
One of the
Very.
main reasons I don't like dating white guys
balancing
is
their
because
life.
I don't like the way white penis
the
looks.
very same way.
Yeah.
I feel the very same way.
Like, you know, so I know whites, and they don't all have little penises.
This is racist.
It's ridiculous, right?
Some of them have really big penises, but I just rather
same way.
a darker, you know, a black or a Latino.
Yeah.
Even a really white Latino guy, I'm not with it.
What if he has
it's gonna be
vitiligo?
pink, right? Like,
Yeah. I
What if
don't
he has
like it.
vitiligo or something?
What is that?
That's
The
when it's
skin disease that Michael Jackson had.
Oh,
the
no.
light spots.
And it happened to his dick?
Yeah,
It can
they
happen
said-
to anybody.
Well,
in your
according
body.
to the reports, they said he has like a splotchy penis or something.
Oh, no.
That's
no.
kinda
I'm a pass on
eclectic.
It's eclectic.
eclectic.
No, I'm
Plus,
gonna
it's
pass.
Michael Jackson.
We gonna have this sex right now.
I can't believe you don't like white. I don't know what. I've never
I don't
seen a
like
white
the way
penis in
it
person.
looks. I have.
It's pink.
But what about if it's not all white people are like super pale?
I'm
Yeah,
just
but their penises
imagining.
are.
No, their penises are,
Hold on, let me
white,
Google
white,
white
white.
Caucasian
because I don't
penises
believe
are
this.
pink.
Yeah, like even like
pork.
myself, I'm not very. I have olive skin. You know
But
what
see,
I mean?
You don't have a
the
penis.
Olive overtone is nice.
Yeah, but even like my ex-boyfriend, he had olive skin like me. He
Wow.
might have been a little whiter than me, and his penis was dark. It was brown.
Mm.
Let me
It was
see.
brown.
He said he wasn't white though.
Oh my
Nice.
god! I
He's
just
like
want to say
olive.
It's
Is it all
pink.
pink?
It's pale.
it's not that. I just Googled white penis, and I guess like when people Google it, it's normally like because there's a problem and there's like
Oh
no.
Let me see.
Oh
Let me
no!
see.
there is some schmegma or something.
Schmegma.
Do you see that shit?
I don't want to see
Ew.
that.
All I Googled was white penis
Ew.
images.
Okay,
I don't wanna see that.
Caucasian. Let
I
me
don't wanna
change
see
this to
that.
Caucasian.
I just wanted a white penis.
You want a Caucasian penis?
How come y'all don't mess with Asians? Nobody here.
No,
I think
I've
Asians
never
are
been
so
with an
cool.
Asian man.
My dad's Asian.
So
I've never
beautiful.
been.
I could see my brother dates Asian girls.
He does.
Yes, he goes to school in San Francisco. And he lives
Oh,
in
there's a lot of
Koreatown.
Asian women in
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Caucasian penis.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is even worse. This one is
Exactly.
bleeding. What did you just show me? Why?
It's
This is even worse. Why did you show me this? Oh my God, this is disgusting. Hold on, you got to see this.
No, I'm not.
It's like
seeing
blisters.
this. All right, fine.
It's blisters on it.
It's disgusting.
Oh my
You
God,
say you
that
gotta
is
see
the
this.
that's. I'm gonna have nightmares.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
Oh God, I'm
Y'all
having
making me not want a white
nightmares.
penis ever either, just from Googling white penis.
Oh,
Now I
I'm
think they all have
nightmares.
sores. Just look at it. Just look. Look what happens.
It's so
Look at
bad.
that. I
It's
can't.
so bad. I never want to see something like that ever again in my life.
Oh my God, what is going
Why
on
is this so
here?
funny to me?
Oh
they
my
have blisters on it.
God.
No, because
I just
y'all
want to
freaking
prove
out.
that all white penises aren't pink.
They are.
They are. They're
Caucasian
reddish.
penis is
But
pink.
now all I see is like cauliflower dick.
Ew.
Oh my God.
What?
It's not my fault.
It's disgusting.
All right.
But white penises, I mean,
It's just the imagination, probably, because mine is the same.
yeah, and I like I like guys with darker skin. Like I like yellow guys too. I like,
You like
everybody
black
knows-
guys, period.
Everybody knows I prefer black men, and I like light skinned black guys, of course. But my ideal is a dark chocolate.
I'll tell
one.
a secret. So I'm a therapy type, right? Like I'd be going to that stuff.
Mhm.
And I was dating this guy who I loved with my whole heart, and he was white. And he was so gorgeous, blue, just so beautiful. And I remember we were in the midst of, kissing on each other and just experiencing each other in that way. And I panicked because that's how badly I didn't want anything else to happen, because I didn't want to see what I didn't want to see. Yeah. And so I remember going to my therapist and I was like, am I racist? Like, is something wrong with me?
No.
And she was like, you're over exaggerating. This is just a personal preference. But I felt really awful because when I tell you this was a really good friend, still to this day, but I've never told him that I couldn't stay with him because I was afraid of what would happen.
He was white.
It was just too much for me.
Man, now imagine if
It's
a
weird, right?
white woman said that to a black man.
Yeah.
We'll be like, bitch.
We'll be like, bitch.
Yeah. He was beautiful to me though. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't attracted to him. I just
No, I think white men are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? The one who
I
always
thought you were
takes
asking
off-
her what's his name.
No. The one, what's his name that he always takes off his shirt? He's getting old.
He always takes
Matthew
a picture.
McConaughey.
I bet you his
I'm mad
penis
that
is
you
pink.
knew who it was just from that
like,
description.
I think he's hot, but
He is always taking off his
he's
shirt.
always taking off his shirt.
he's gorgeous.
But I
He is
don't think I
gorgeous.
would be attracted
I bet
to
you
his
his penis is pink. It's
It
pink.
is.
Well,
for
since we're talking
sure.
about getting old, who do you think is better in bed, younger guys or older guys?
The best sex I've ever had was with a 43-year-old man.
So older.
He's 44 now.
So older men, you would say are better
Older.
in bed.
Older men are more
he's experienced. He's so seasoned in sex. He
Although
knows what
sometimes
he's
there's older
doing.
men that have been having wax sex for so long, they think that's just it.
I feel sorry
would
for
imagine
them.
a young guy's got some energy.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
What the young ones can go longer and have the stamina, especially the young athletes. But older men are more experienced and know what they're doing. So
And they don't mind probably the more freaky stuff.
Who,
older
the
men.
That is true. Young guys aren't as experimental.
Yeah,
You
they
gotta
aren't.
you gotta open them up to things. Like
You gotta coerce them sometimes.
like it's
into
okay,
letting
baby.
them-
Let me put my finger in your ass. It's okay.
A young guy would be like, no, I ain't doing that.
Oh, you say that to the older guy?
No,
To the
younger
young guy.
Oh, to the younger guy.
They're not with
Listen, if
that.
you're dating a guy who's 40 plus, he knows if he wants fingers in his ass
He's
or not.
decided. He's made a
So
decision.
He's
you
already
don't
made a decision if that's
you
what he's
don't-
willing to do or
exactly.
not.
You don't
He knows
gotta
going
open
in.
him up to anything. If he
But a
wants it.
25-year-old,
A 25-year-old, he may
he's
like
like, hell
that.
no.
He may like that or he may not.
But his friends,
And
he
you
don't
can
want to do
help
it because him and his friends
Exactly.
all make
And-
fun of that.
Right. And he's never done it before. So you want to be the girl who gives him the best
You wanna turn him out.
experience exactly of his life. But then you don't want to like kind of pressure him because then he's going to be like, she's a freak. She wants to put fingers in my ass. So
He
it's
shouldn't-
like
he should enjoy being a freak.
young
I always
guys,
think
you got to
that-
train them a little bit.
I always think that guys like to do like freaky things and try new things.
I think
But I
guys
think
are
you can
freakier
ask
than
them.
girls.
I think so too.
Definitely.
I think they want us to do things that they like. They want a girl to masturbate in front of them.
They just
But are they
they're
going to
visual.
masturbate in front of you?
I don't know if I went.
I don't want to
No.
see it. I hate it when a guy masturbates in front of me. It's like,
I want to see that.
all right, just let me
doing
suck
that?
you.
I'm
I
right
feel
here.
bad for you. Exactly.
I'm right here.
Why does he
Right,
want
let me
you to
help you.
stop it?
Let me lick it or something. Put it on my mouth.
But he wants you to masturbate in front of him.
But I like to feel exotic. I think that's fun for a girl to just feel exotic and make him feel like he's watching something fun.
You're like putting on a show.
Yeah.
But when he's doing it, it's like
Don't do no shows.
perverted.
Weird. You're being a weirdo.
Like, you are disgusting, sir. You're an animal. All right, now here's an Ask You question somebody emailed in. He said he's dating a girl who's his best girlfriend so far. She has a daughter. He said, I love her daughter like my own. The sex is great. And she's really attractive and she's my type. But she cheated on me early in the relationship via text. And she has a body count of 12 guys at 22. Do I continue dating her or should I let it go?
Let it go.
It's a tough one.
I mean,
12 guys at 22. Is
She
that
might
too
be
high?
turning over a new leaf.
I don't think 12 guys is
I
that
don't.
bad.
I don't either.
At
she's
22?
22.
Especially if she went to college.
Yeah.
She might be turning over a new leaf. How
I
old
don't
is he?
think 12 is
I
that
feel like
bad.
12 guys, she's got it out her system and she's ready. If she's ready to be committed, I feel like she's got enough out of her system that she can
But
be that
22
woman that
is
he
so
needs her to be.
But
Oh, 22. Yeah, that
She's
is
22
young.
and she has a daughter already.
Oh, she has a daughter?
I got this thing about women who have a lot of partners.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of times we judge them as if they just like getting around, but a lot of times I feel like they just have a lot of love in their heart and they just really, really, really seriously just express it faster than most people. And I think until they meet the right guy who's able to reciprocate that kind of love, that they just searching. And I think girls get a worse rap than guys.
Oh, we
who the
definitely
same
do.
thing. But I don't always look, like at a girl like, oh, you had this many. Sometimes I feel like, because some of my closest friends have had a lot of partners and are some of the most loving people and just very intimate in nature.
But you think
know?
you should tell a guy how many partners you have?
No.
Not if it was 12. No. Mm-mm. The guys don't want to hear
But
that.
I was
They
with
don't wanna hear
12 guys when I was 22.
But your guy didn't want to hear that though, right?
But I've been having sex since I was 14. I don't think that's that bad.
12 guys at 22.
From 14 to 22, it's almost 10 years.
Listen, this is how I look at
10
it.
years.
As long as
My
you're
bad.
safe, as long as you're not fucking nobody's husband,
Right.
you should be able to do whatever you want to do. And as long as you ain't got no man.
I be meeting a lot of different types of folk. People just got their own ideas.
You can't blame a girl for having sex
What's
with 12
too many
guys.
women? What's too many bodies for a woman? Let's say a 30-year-old woman. How many is too many?
There's no such thing as too many.
I don't
Yeah, and
think
it depends
there's-
on the
I don't think
woman,
so
I mean,
either.
what's too many? What,
Because she could have
there
been in
might be
relationships with
a
all those
lot.
people.
I know 24-year-old girls who have sex with more than 12 guys in a year.
For me,
In a
every
year?
guy that I
Yes.
have
Yeah, there's a lot of hoes out here.
relationships
Yes.
with like that, I get attached to. So I suck at being with too many guys because I'm still, like how I said, I had to text dudes and let them, like I'm that much like involved emotionally with every dude I'm with. You know what I'm saying? So for me, a lot of dudes is not an easy thing for me to sort of heal from when it's time. So even getting engaged was like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of closure to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there's stuff that I didn't deal with. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
everybody happy for you?
Everybody's, there's some that's not, you know, and that stuff you just gotta just let go.
Right.
But you know, I attach. I'm a type of person who attaches, and so
Yeah, and women are
hard
like that.
for
So
me.
if you've
I
had
don't-
sex with 12 guys, then maybe you had 12 boyfriends. You were in 12 relationships.
I mean, I don't get
that just didn't work out.
I feel like I've always
Not
had
your
many
fault.
relationships.
Hopefully, yeah.
Me too.
They
And
might
I
not be
don't
like
feel
official, but it might be a little mini, you know,
right
series.
Me too.
A little docu-series.
And I don't get I don't really get emotionally attached to anyone. Like you have to really make an effect in my life for me to be emotionally attached to you. And even then, I still, when I get in a relationship, I still gotta like hit niggas up like, hey, don't hit me up anymore because I have a boyfriend, so you can't hit me at 3
They're not
o'clock.
allowed to
I
hit
had
you
that
anymore.
quality. I wish like I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't so attached to.
I
all of
still
that.
You better learn how to
just
use
feel like-
airplane mode.
I just, yeah, girl. when I was with my last boyfriend, man, I had that do not disturb.
Yep, do not
on
disturb. There's so many
lockdown.
options now. There's no reason you should have to worry about somebody hitting you up. I don't even got to tell you don't hit me at 3. See,
No, but when I'm in a relationship, I'll reach out to guys. I'll reach out to everybody like, hey, you know, I'm kind of serious with this person.
I don't ever
so-
do that. I just fade out.
Yeah, me too. And just fade out.
Yeah, you
know?
fade out.
But
and
if
then
they do
see
it,
you on
I don't
the side of
reach
a
out.
stage
Hey,
at a
but we
concert and come and kiss
No,
you in your
let
mouth
me
in front of your
correct
boyfriend,
myself.
and then
I don't
what?
reach out.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
they reach out to
Sounds
me.
I was
personal.
not concerned. That's what I was worked about.
No, but let me
Remember when that
correct
happened?
myself. I don't reach out to anyone. When they reach out to me like, hey, Steph, what's up? It's like, oh, I got a boyfriend now, so sorry.
Yeah,
I don't want to not be your friend, but we can't hang out.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you think you need to do that? Because you know what I do when somebody hits me up that I used to date and I have a boyfriend? I just don't respond.
Yeah, that's how you gotta
That's
go.
why-
Dope. It's dope that you can do that.
Oh.
Like I'm working on just not being so affected by people. You know what I'm saying? Like just,
But I think that's kind of whack of me.
I don't think so. You
No, I
have a
don't think
life
it's
to
wacky
live.
either.
You got things to
Because
do.
I could at least respond. It is very like, I avoid it.
No,
I'm not confrontational.
as long
Like,
as it's
I'm
not
gonna be
staying on your mind.
No,
Me,
it
it'll be
doesn't.
stuck on my mind.
Because then you're going to run into that person. Oh, I text you, you hit me back. Oh, well, you know, like maybe it's better to just be
that
like,
happens
hey.
to me all the time.
Mhm.
People like, oh, I text you. I'm like, did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, did you change your number?
I change my number often. I change my number a lot.
You do?
I do.
But you're the type of
do.
person who responds to all your texts.
I am, which is why I changed
Yeah.
my number a lot.
I don't want to have to
Yeah.
respond.
I'm like, my babe
You're the
calls me
burner
too
phone.
nice. He's like, babe, you're too nice.
Yeah.
Everyone tells me I'm too nice, too, though, because I don't be wanting to hurt nobody's feelings ever.
Yeah.
No, but you're good for not responding to a text. So am I.
How you know?
You respond to my text.
Yeah, I respond to your text because it.
But I'm just saying,
reason.
like right
You
now,
are a
I
very
have,
nice person.
right now I probably
I
have
am nice.
650 unread text messages.
I open every single text that
I
comes
don't
through my
open
phone.
all of
Whether I
them.
respond or not is different, but I do.
But
open
it
them.
depends, like on
I
who's
hate to
hitting
go
you
and
when you're
see
in a
the little red
relationship.
things on my phone. It just makes
Yeah,
me want to
the
look
alerts.
at it. Yeah.
I be forgetting. Like I'll look at a text message and then I'll forget all about it and just keep it moving.
Me
I do
too.
that a lot,
I
too.
respond in my
And don't
head
respond.
all the time.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do that
I'm
all the
so
time. Like,
bad at that.
Okay, love you back.
I'm
In your
so
mind.
bad at
In my
that because
mind.
I'll be in the
All the
middle of
time.
something or doing something and I'll just forget. I'm
That's
so
what parties
bad
are
at
for, though. You know, you throw events and let everybody come through.
Yeah, like look,
Say
I
what's up
invited
to
you
everybody.
out,
Yeah.
right?
That's what you do. That's
Now,
how
what do you
it
think
is.
about sexting?
Sex?
Are you big on?
I'm so afraid that it'll get caught in like the what's that thing called?
media.
The network,
The cloud.
But it's just sexting.
Yeah.
It's just you saying little dirty things.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
not necessarily pictures.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sexting, I think, is a wonderful thing.
Can you sex with somebody before you have sex with them?
Definitely.
It's a little weird. I feel like you can't do that until you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not really a big sexter.
You're not?
No.
I'll say some freaky shit in the text message for sure.
Let me see your phone.
But after, you sure?
Yeah, let me see.
I just
read
said
us one.
something crazy. No.
Read us a sex message.
No, but like you said, please, I'm totally cold before sex, but after sex, it's like, oh, I miss you. I miss that dick.
You say I miss
A
that
lot. Yes.
dick? A lot.
If I miss it, I'm gonna say that.
Do you be like, I want to suck it next time I see you? And
Those type of
I
things
think
come
it's
out.
important to keep them like missing you.
Yeah, exactly.
In that kind of a way.
you send pictures?
No, I wouldn't, just because I would be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'd be
You
afraid.
can Snapchat.
You can
Or
Snapchat it.
Skype, yeah.
I don't know how Snapchat works. So, okay, so if you Snapchat somebody, right, even though it disappears
Mm-hmm.
later on, can't they take a screenshot of it?
That's
They can
the whole
but
thing.
it tells you.
But it tells
But
you.
so what? It's already done.
Right.
It is done.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
oh,
not-
really?
So
You
okay,
screenshot my
great.
shit?
You,
I was afraid somebody gonna hack something. You know what I'm saying?
that's why you don't put your face in it.
No face, no case.
I know, but like it's my. I got all these tattoos. Everybody like
You do
wanna-
have a lot of.
You want to see something?
Be like, oh, I recognize that
stripper
tattoo.
Yeah, I got stuff all over the place.
But sometimes don't you want to?
Yeah,
Because it is
Yeah.
something that you be like.
it's a type
She's
of
just like, fuck it. I be
intimacy.
sending them pictures. I know Stephanie sent them. She showed us a picture of her vagina already. and stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing I'll do. Like, I'll be drunk and then I'll like start taking pussy pics and send them to my boyfriends.
When I was
She said
long
boyfriends.
distance- when I was long distance, I sent him a lot of stuff. And
I've been
when I
good,
was a
though,
stripper and I
lately.
was naked all the time, I sent him a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't even remember the last time I sent him anything, like
Mhm.
picture wise.
Yeah, you live there.
Oh no,
Right.
but when I'm in a serious relationship, as soon as a guy leaves the house, I'm sending him pictures. Like,
Just to make sure
oh,
he's.
look, babe,
He's like, I just see you.
look at me bent over here. Look,
But what if you send a naked picture and he doesn't respond?
I get so mad.
Not cool.
Like, I'll call him like, hello, you didn't get my picture? I didn't see not one heart eye emoji.
Now, Chrisette, what do you think about another woman, bringing another woman home
Oh,
once
no.
you get married?
Yeah, no, thank you.
Negative.
Although some of my close friends, I got very cool friends.
I do too.
But I couldn't. I couldn't.
Me either.
I couldn't. What if one of
Not
us
when
fall
I'm
in
in
love with
love.
her?
What if one of
No.
us fall in love with him?
No, but
Yeah.
when you're in love with your man, you don't want to see him
Exactly.
with another
No.
woman on.
But some people do
I
it
don't have time for that.
with women that they'll never see again, right? Gigi, isn't that the rule?
Yeah.
What, when you never see again?
Yeah,
I mean,
Gigi's
people get in
cool.
trouble. You know that stuff makes attachments, man. I heard some
Nah, not
really
me.
sad
I
stories.
I think I'm more than enough pussy.
My pussy is enough.
It's enough.
I got plenty.
I do wonder what it must be like to be in like an open relationship, though.
Mhm.
Like I know people who like go on dates.
Right.
And
Like
then-
Monique said, she has an open relationship with her husband.
Oh, okay.
And then she also said allegedly that Will and Jada are in one and Brad and Angela.
I've heard that before.
She says, people always speculate that
Mhm.
that's how that works.
Yeah. I
Right.
don't know if I can.
You believe in
handle that.
monogamy? Like it could be
Yeah,
just the two
definitely.
of you forever
I
and
do.
nobody else.
Only because I think it's mostly because I see my parents and my grandparents, my
Mhm.
aunts and uncles. They've all been together for a long time. I don't know what they do
Oh,
in the
that's
bedroom,
beautiful.
but sometimes
Yeah.
when you get to see it, it like
Mm-hmm.
strikes a chord. So
Right. And you think that's how it's supposed to be.
I do.
Because some people
I
don't think
too.
that. Some people think, like guys will always use the excuse that they're not made to be with
Hear it all the time.
one woman and that's not what a man is supposed to do. But they act like that's what women are supposed to do.
Right.
Exactly.
Because we probably have a lot more temptation than men do, honestly. I feel
Think
like.
so?
Because you know how easy it is for us to get some dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even have to ask for it.
It's easy.
Right around the corner.
We don't
It's
gotta
in our
look good.
DMs.
We don't gotta smell good.
That yeah.
Mm-mm. They still gonna
We don't have
want
to
it.
shower. It
Mhm.
don't matter.
But I mean,
That's
like
just-
in
We
in
don't
the
gotta spend no
Islamic
money.
faith,
Mm-mm.
Muslims
get
they have more than they're allowed more than one wife,
Mhm.
but you're supposed to treat them all the same. Now, what if women were allowed more than one husband? Would you be okay with that?
Guys would go crazy. A man
I
can't
wouldn't
handle
mind
that.
having more than one husband
I mean,
because I can have one that's like really, he's really athletic and really good looking, and that's the one we'll have babies with. Then I can have another one,
The frumpy.
you know,
earner.
the earner. No, the one, you know, he could fix. He's like handy around the house. He can hammer things, and
He can hammer.
You can
things.
hammer
know?
things. You can hammer things.
I was
And
gonna
then-
say you can hire somebody
use
to
a
hammer.
hammer,
and then you
Bubba.
can have like another one that he's small and fast.
Small and fast. Is this a track team?
Your vagina will be on the floor.
She putting together.
You put together a team.
Her starting 5.
If you could have had more than one husband, would you?
I don't think I would want to get fucked by all my husbands.
Oh, okay.
You would have to.
No.
So you just want some extra help around the
No,
house.
yeah, like
So
y'all
basically,
husband, y'all
you want
all
a
my
bunch of
husbands.
servants.
and they can.
I'm beginning to like this
They
premise.
serve you in all ways.
Male servants around the house.
Yeah.
I'm not too mad.
One of them
No, and they
professional
can have
masseuse.
and they're allowed extra wives.
No, okay,
point?
now you done
I can't do
changed
that.
the whole
Point.
thing. Now you've built a whole community.
Right.
I was kind of enjoying the idea of the servants though.
Like a polygamous cult.
I don't have to sleep with them.
She
but
built a whole
one
polygamous
person's a
cult in her
masseuse,
home.
one person's an earner, one person's small and fast, one person hammers.
and I have babies with this one. And see,
Person's good for mating.
I'm telling you. You
What
only
else?
get-
What else do? One is a chef. Because
Oh, yeah, somebody gotta cook.
We
We
gotta
gotta
eat.
Exactly.
so what you gonna do all day?
So you send the
She
little
can be the
fast
queen.
one to the grocery store.
Sound like the seven dogs.
You put the other one.
Where's the breeder
to
gonna be?
cook. The breeder is in the gym lifting weights and
There we
shooting.
go. Sperm.
Shooting.
In the gym
Yes.
shooting.
You know, eating healthy and taking care of himself so we can have children.
Mhm.
And you know, everybody's happy. Everybody's
No,
good,
they're
happy
not.
family.
You know what's going to happen? There's going to be some gay sex going on between
That's
the men
exactly what
because
I was
you're not
thinking in
having
my
sex
head.
with
With
any
all
of
of
them.
them.
They're going to have sex with each other.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You gonna
You're-
be
as
long
surprised.
As long as the fine one ain't having
You
sex
know who's
with
going to be the
guy.
bitch one? The little fast
The little
one.
fast one ain't gonna be the bitch.
And your stylist.
Yeah, he's a fast one and the stylist. He's going to be the one.
But it kind of sounded like fun.
Right?
Coming over your house.
Yeah, but there's no sex going on except with the breeder.
It's gonna be good. Good sex.
The rest of them are just like,
Maybe I'll get like another one that I'll have sex with from time to time. He's a thug, you know. He's
oh, you got to have the thug in the house.
Yeah, he's the one that is no
He's
good.
the one
You
that
keep
wear a
kicking him out
do-rag
the
even
house.
though he's
great and
bald.
bad. You keep kicking him out the house, and you sit there with your sexy fine one. Like, you see, I had to kick him out again. And he's like, "It's all right, babe. You have me. You know I'm the best." Anyway.
This sounds like a movie.
Right.
It's a great imagination.
Stephanie got it all planned out.
Does.
Well, you know what? We're going to try to set this up for you.
You think so? You think you can help
Make
me?
a nice reality show.
Right?
We see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
This
no,
one-
there's a word for this. I forget the word. They've been talking about it.
Polygamy.
No, it's called something else.
Polyamorous?
Yes, exactly. I knew you would know. Ed.
I'm an English major.
Oh. But what did you say?
Polyamorous.
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 Yeah, she's polyamorous.
Okay.
That's my girl, polyamorous.
You know,
Me too.
I think it would be a good. I think it would be dope. It would be a perfect life.
Now, have you ever had a funky spunk situation where you tasted a guy's cum and it was gross and disgusting?
Yes.
What's that face? I mean, we all saw it on Sex in the City when it happened.
Right.
But I'm sure in real life we've experienced some
I
type
have.
of bitter
I
sperm
have.
Tastes
taste.
nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I
It tastes like earwax or bleach.
Earwax. Bleach?
no. One
That
time.
sounds like an STD.
One time we were out drinking, having burgers. Next morning, I gave him a blowjob, and it tasted so bad. It tasted like burgers.
Onions.
Like grease.
It was disgusting. Exactly, like grease.
like fat.
Because it is
It-
true,
like-
whatever you eat comes out.
Yeah, it was just bad. It tasted so bad. I was like, oh, that's disgusting. I told him about himself too. Like, oh, go eat something healthy.
But it normally tastes
Go
better
have
than
a
that.
green smoothie.
Yeah, let me make you
Yes.
a pineapple and pear
Get you a
smoothie.
grand
It was
slam.
so
Strawberries.
bad.
Strawberries.
It was so bad.
You had that experience, Gigi?
Mm-hmm.
You
I gagged.
you did?
Oh no.
Yeah,
gross.
that's disgusting. I don't think I've ever tasted bad sperm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so lucky.
I haven't.
She's really lucky. She hasn't had a lot of bad experiences when it comes to the bedroom.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I really haven't had terrible experiences in the bedroom.
You're lucky.
Except for that one time the guy came on his own face.
That wasn't bad for me.
It was really
It was
bad,
bad for him.
How does
Like,
this
wait,
happen?
what?
affect me in any way. We didn't even have sex.
What was his? What was he doing?
It hit his chin.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have sex yet, and it was like the foreplay part, and he like came and busted on his chin.
Okay. Well, he was more embarrassed.
He's a shooter.
He was a
Straight
shooter.
I'm trying to think. Have I had any really, really bad experiences? I don't think so. I've never been injured. No, I'm trying to. I had an experience with a guy who had a small penis, but I didn't have sex with him because it was too small.
Like,
I slid out of that one.
whoa.
Ran off on the plug.
No, you was like, no, thank you.
I was like, you know what? It was our first time, and I was like, I don't really think I should do this. You know, did that, and then I like never ever got myself in that situation
Because
again.
why waste your time?
It was like a deformity. I'm not
Why
gonna
waste
lie.
your vagina?
It was small, like something was wrong with the.
You ever have sex with
deformity.
somebody and then wish like, damn, I wish I can take my coochie back?
Yeah.
like immediately after or later
Not
on in life?
immediate. Later.
Not like right after, but
yeah,
like
later.
Like
in
you
a
just wish you
considerable
never
time
did it.
frame. Yeah, like I wish I could just snatch that shit back from
Well, you
him.
ever had pity sex?
Just like I feel
Like
bad for
I-
him. Let me give him some.
Like I feel bad that he done went through all this. I don't really want to, but fuck it, I'm gonna just do it and get it over with so he can just leave me alone.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
I think all girls do that.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think so.
I don't think I've ever had pity sex.
You haven't? You know what? I've done it where I didn't really want to have sex with somebody, but I've already done it before, and then I didn't want to hurt their feelings. That's pity
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah, that's definitely pity
Yeah.
sex. I've never had that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple
You're not
guys.
a nice person.
I think I'm a nice person. I just I feel I love to like curve a guy. It feels good, especially when I've been with him before and now he's thirsty. He wants it again. It's like no,
It feels good.
no, you
feels
can't
good to
have
say
none
no.
of this. Yeah.
What if a
Shut
guy
you
tells
down.
you no?
My son's father has told me no a few times in this breakup. In the 3 years we've been broken up.
Well, you guys are broken up. What the fuck?
I mean,
And he has a girlfriend.
right. He has told me no.
She hates you.
once or twice. She gotta. I don't know. I hope she's okay. I hope she's all right.
I hope she's okay.
Chrisette, have you ever had a guy tell you no for sex?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I can't think of that.
I remember I was dating
Maybe somebody I love.
and it was just that one particular night.
Yeah.
Or-
Maybe somebody I love.
Because I remember I dated this guy and he was like trying to buy a car. So he was working like double shifts every day. And he was working like 18-hour days. And he never felt like having sex because he was so
He was
tired by the time he got home. And I'll be like, I wasn't really working that much. I was just, working my little 9 to 5, chilling, waiting for him to come home so we could have sex. And
Yeah.
he would come home and be like, I'm too tired.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just lay there, let me suck it till it's hard, and I'm gonna ride it until I come.
I'll
and
be
you
like,
get to go to
fuck you,
sleep.
I'm going home.
That's a tough one. I don't know if guys
Compromise.
realize how excited we are to just be in that space with them. I don't know if they,
Yeah.
I know guys know that they, I think men sometimes feel like they're the ones who have to get it. But I don't know if sometimes they realize we want to share that experience with them just as much as they do.
We want to fuck.
You be
How
there
often do you
preparing.
guys? How often do you guys initiate sex? Is it something that you do on a regular?
I probably do.
Not now that I'm single. When I'm in a relationship, I'm always initiating sex. It's like, oh, babe, look, it's 12 o'clock. Let's have sex.
I think I
Oh,
initiate
babe,
sex.
I just bought a Pepsi. Let's
I
have
would say
sex.
maybe like even half the time I initiate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you're in a relationship, but I mean, being single, it's like just, oh, do I want sex or do I not want sex? It's all here, right? Available for me at any time. It's just one text away. So do I want to make that call? Oh, I got the text. Do I want to respond?
You
Am
know
I in the
what
mood?
sucks though sometimes? That you can't make out with a guy without him wanting to have sex. It feels like you can't even do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if
And I
guys
love
always know the
making out.
signals that we give when we want. That's when you said initiate. Like sometimes you just want to make out,
Right.
So that doesn't mean you
I'm gonna
initiate,
cuddle
right?
and then go to
Right.
sleep.
And then sometimes you just have on pretty panties, and that means you want to have sex, and he just thinks you have on pretty. It's like,
Yeah.
I
When
don't
the
know if you
signals get
noticed.
crossed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because sometimes I'd be like, I just want to kiss and cuddle. And then you can't just do that because once you start kissing,
Yeah,
his
they get
dick gets hard.
dick gets
And then
hard
you
and it's
feel
over.
bad when your boyfriend's dick is hard and he
Yeah.
doesn't come. So you're like, now I gotta,
Now I gotta bust it.
yeah, now I gotta go the fucking whole way because I done made him hard. It's my fault.
It's my fault.
All I wanted
I don't want him to
do
get
was
blue
kiss.
balls.
All I wanted to do was make out.
I just wanted a little warmth.
I'm so appreciative for your honesty. You have no idea.
I mean, it's cute. Guys aren't. I feel like guys aren't built like that. They're not built to just want to just chill, lay up, kiss, cuddle, spoon,
Mm-mm.
naked.
Little chest rub.
It has to.
No.
It has to
Right.
have an ending.
Yeah.
For them.
I think so too.
It sucks because sometimes you feel like, okay, if I suck your dick, now I got to suck it the whole way.
Yeah.
Right. I can't just like do a couple of sucks and then be like, all right, baby.
Okay,
good night.
Hell no, you can't do that.
Okay, but is it okay if
You
that happens
absolutely
to you?
cannot do that.
Can that happen to a girl?
No, you're not about to lick the thing. You're not about to give me.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
three
even
lollipop licks.
You
like
got to
it's
know
a,
that once
Tootsie
you
Roll
go
pop.
there, that's it.
Even for women.
You're not about to
Yeah,
treat my
for us
vagina
too.
like a Tootsie Pop.
You're not gonna.
You're not going to give me three licks. Right.
A 2, a 3.
Right. You're not going to. No, you're going to have to go the whole way.
And the worst, I get up early. Like I don't want to have sex for like an hour at night sometimes because I know I'll be thinking like, I gotta get up soon.
Right. And two
Like, if
is,
I go to sleep right
I think
now,
it takes a lot more energy than you thinking about at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to sleep all day after that.
Right.
You gotta sleep all day. You get tired after sex because sometimes I get more energetic. Chris said like I go right to sleep. You go right to sleep.
After all different types of just any type of intimacy, like because it's just like you just working.
Mm-hmm. It's a release. And after you get that release, you're just like,
Oh, you're like, I just want to smoke.
But then I don't want to wake up the next day either.
You want to stay in bed for the whole
Stay
next day
asleep. I
too.
wanna stay asleep. That's
Y'all
why
have a
I-
nice. See, I know I'm always on the go, gotta be here. When I have sex, sometimes after sex, I get up. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna clean the house and do this and do that. I have more energy.
Yeah, me
Is that
too.
bad?
Sometimes I'll be
That's
tired
nice.
going to bed and then have sex and he's knocked out and I'm like,
sitting there looking around like, oh, what can I do?
I know, isn't
What
that
can
the
I
worst?
clean?
Or the worst if he's cuddling and you're under him and you don't want to move
yes.
because you're like, I
So
don't
you
want to.
feel
And he's
bad.
like,
I'm fucking bored.
That's when
And
you
you're
slap.
there like,
That's when you
look.
slap.
No,
This
look,
is so refreshing. All girls have the same problem.
and that's when you go and get your phone and you be looking on Instagram. Like,
exactly.
all right,
and
I
you
just
put
gotta
the
lay
light
here.
real dim so it doesn't wake him up.
You be like, let me play Word Warp or something on my phone while I'm
I
laying
play
there.
Sally Spy on my phone.
You say,
That's my joint.
while you laying there, I can't breathe, but I don't want to move because he's so comfortable.
Yes.
That's how you know you love somebody, though.
That's true.
If they're cuddling with you and you don't want to move and they got their arm over you and you can't breathe and you're like, all right, I'm going to just lay here
Mhm.
quietly and try to fall asleep too, even though I'm wide awake.
What about that position where your face is this close and he's breathing into your nose and you just still don't want to move? Does that ever happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as it's not in the morning and his breath, like
Oh yeah.
if he has that morning breath and he's breathing into my nose, I got to slide off.
Gotta
Me
turn
too.
over.
Like,
Look, I got to be like,
Gotta turn over.
I got to tilt
You
my
gotta
head
tilt.
a little.
Mhm.
but I think when you're in love with somebody, you like the way their breath smells all the time.
No, that's
Even in
what
the
doggy
morning?
style's for.
It depends on what they got going on in the morning.
That's
Maybe
what
you're right.
that's what spooning is for. Morning sex.
Yeah, the
That's
best
when you
morning
do-
sex is that sex on the side.
Yeah, on the side where
That side
you turn
sex.
to the side because you don't want him breathing on you.
I don't think you mind if you're really ready to do what you came to do. I don't think you mind a little bad breath in the morning.
I don't like it. But I think it's a perfect opportunity to do that other position. That's all.
do other stuff.
Yeah, breathe all loud behind me and I don't have to smell it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking about it. If a guy has ever said no to me to have sex, I get no when I want mad sex, when it's too much. Like, calm
Like,
down.
go again. You know what I like to
Chill.
do after a guy comes? Be like, okay, you ready to go again? Just to be funny.
Yeah. And they look at you like,
Really,
Like,
bitch?
really?
Okay, so do guys say that more than girls, or do girls say that more?
Girls say it more than guys.
You think
yeah.
so?
I'd be ready to go. Like, why did you come?
Because
Right?
guys
I
need a
wasn't ready
minute.
to
They need a
stop.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they gotta
like if you
reset.
didn't come the first time, then you ready to go again.
Even I could come 5 times. I still want to
Yeah,
come.
even if we come, we still can have sex again.
Yeah, I want to have mad sex. Especially when it's good. Like,
Yeah.
like it's over. I'm like, all right, babe, let's give it like 15 minutes.
I'm always afraid something's gonna break.
Yeah.
What's gonna break?
My vagina.
It's
Nah,
not.
nah,
Girl,
you're not
your
gonna break in
vagina is
there.
in perfect condition.
I know,
It's
I
gonna be
call-
fine.
after being, in the situation I'm in now, I call my mom a lot. Be like,
You
"Mom,"
do?
I do. I'm like, Mom, is this normal? Like, you supposed to do this like 87 times a day.
I could never say that to my mom.
Well, now that it's like legal, you know what I'm saying? I feel comfortable talking to her
Did she have a
about it.
problem with you before? Like,
Oh my goodness, of course. I grew up in a Christian house.
wow.
I did. So it was kind of taboo.
But now she's like,
Now she's
Girl, so let me
excited.
tell you.
Yeah, she's excited to talk to me and tell me how to have grandkids. And so I said, Mommy, I got a new app on my phone. It shows me when I'm ovulating, all this kind of stuff. She's
oh,
like,
that's the period tracker.
yeah. So she's like, you don't need just have a lot of sex. I'm like, oh my God.
Actually, now this is interesting because the other day I went for my gynecological checkup.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about the period tracker app. And she was saying that if you really wanted to have a baby, you should have sex like the 2 days before and the 2 days after and the day that you're ovulating.
Mm-hmm.
But try not to have too much sex the rest of the month because you want to make sure it's like the tip top sperm.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're wasting it on his end.
Right, because then it gets weaker and weaker, I guess, the more days
you don't
it's
want
coming.
the weak sperm.
Right.
So she's like, maybe every
want that
other
built-up
day or every
strong.
couple of days. But
That's
a couple
a
of
good
days
tip.
before the day of and the couple of days after that you're ovulating, that's when you really should be, when you're fertile is when he should be going.
Right. So when and
That makes sense.
And
When
that
you're at your best
5-day
and he's at
period,
his best.
those 3 days before that 4 or 5 days, don't have sex. Keep it from him for if you want to have a baby.
Mm.
No
Right.
coming in your eye.
No
During that
coming
time.
in. No getting my eye pregnant.
No baby eyes running around the house.
No baby.
So, Chrisette, what makes you nervous about getting married? Anything?
Mm-mm.
You feel great. There's nothing you're like, oh my God, I'm so scared about.
Well, I do want to be a great sex partner. It's a big deal to me, a very big deal.
A man probably wouldn't marry you if he didn't think you were a great sex partner, though, don't you think?
I asked that the other day. We had that discussion, and we have different opinions on that because of what I said about attachment. Like, I'm not trying to do it with every guy that I'm with because I know that I'm gonna be attached, but men are a little bit different. So maybe.
You think a man would marry somebody if sex wasn't great to him?
I don't know. My parents got married and they could be lying though.
What'd they say?
They never had sex before they got married.
Okay. I mean, all right, that's possible because I know one person, he wasn't a virgin, but his wife was a virgin and they didn't have sex till after they got married.
My mother told me she was petrified on the wedding night.
That's probably so exciting though.
Could you imagine?
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine getting married to someone I didn't have sex with.
A lot of people say that.
But they were virgins.
Well, my mom was.
Yeah.
See, it's a double
different.
standard right there.
My dad
That's
was
different.
a
And
little
those were
me.
different times.
Because when
Let's
you're
be
not
real,
a virgin,
as women, do y'all want a guy that's a virgin?
No.
Yeah.
You do?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
I ain't breaking that dick in.
No.
I ain't trying to bring in nobody's dick.
I'll take him as a virgin, but I gotta at least see it first. If I can't feel it, I need to at least see it. So at least I can see what I'm working with. And then when it's time for us to get to it, I'll have no problem showing them what to do. But if I've never seen the dick, no.
The thing is, getting married when you're a virgin for a woman, you don't know anything else.
Yeah.
So it's okay. That's your sex life. You know,
Yeah.
But a woman like me, I've been having sex again since I was a teenager. Like, I need to know that that's going to be good sex. If not, I'm going to cheat on you.
Yeah.
So
I think this is like the
And I don't
first
wanna
time
get
in my
married.
life where I'm like I don't want to say being a good girlfriend, I guess is the word. Like, I've always thought I was just not a good girlfriend. Like,
Why?
Cause I was just like a kind of I guess a dude about it all. You know, in relationships, I didn't care about nobody's feelings.
It's like me.
You weren't in
I
love.
just- I wasn't. So this time around, like, it's just different.
But that's okay. I think it's okay if you're just dating and you're not in love. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Guys do it all the time.
all the time.
And you
Right.
know what? I'm not gonna lie. It makes guys like you even more.
And it's a problem because you're still gonna not be a good girlfriend.
It makes them like you even more.
It makes you, and you still.
Damn it! Why don't she have no damn feelings?
Yeah,
I love this
What
bitch.
am I doing wrong?
I love
So
her.
when it came time for this, for like engagement and marriage, I was like it was like I don't know what's coming over me. That's
That's
what it
a
was
good
like.
feeling though. You gotta let yourself go
Yeah, I really had to.
and trust. You gotta be vulnerable.
I was, yeah. It's a big deal for me. I get it though, like 159,000%. Like,
I think I was an awful girlfriend up until my last boyfriend.
mm,
And it just made me realize like why I should be an awful girlfriend.
Then he went to jail and you left him.
Yeah. No, he left me. He broke up with me when he went to jail. But I think I was a good girlfriend to him. I think I was all right to him. But besides that, I'm
All
always
y'all
like
did
a
was
guy.
argue.
I don't think I ever been a good girlfriend.
No, but I was there for him. I
You
was
don't think
there
you
for
ever
him.
had
to
I'm
have been a
terrible.
good
No, and then I've been
girlfriend.
traveling and living for 10 years.
Right. So
So
it's
it's
difficult
hard.
because you got to
Yeah.
put you first.
I gotta put
In that
me first,
situation.
and I just be saying sorry a lot.
Your career first.
Yeah.
You first. Don't have time. You don't understand it. This is frustrating for me.
Yeah, and even if it's an industry dude, then they putting themselves first. So it's just like, who cares who's first? Like, let's just both be second. You know, and just have a blast.
Oh, that's sweet.
So,
well, congratulations. You learned a lot.
Thank you. I
It's a
did.
milestone for you.
It sure is.
Another
Yes.
milestone.
Mhm.
Well, we're looking forward to it. When is the album coming out? Now that it's done,
May.
and now that you have your own label and putting it
Yeah.
out on your own,
It's coming out in May. It's distributed by Capitol and Caroline Records.
right?
So it's kind of fun. So we're working on May.
Working
yeah.
on May. Well, we're
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Thank
You know,
you.
anything we could
Definitely.
do over here,
I appreciate it.
we got you.
Maybe I'll
When's
play
the-
you some of my love songs, like my love making music.
I love
Sweat.
making music,
Yeah,
but
there's
I
a song
also
called
like.
Powerful that I have. You guys would like.
I also like the trap soul too. So don't
Oh, you do okay.
you
but
know,
this
depending on
one-
how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying?
This one song
When I
is
had the
about,
Hennessy, I
what
like
it's
that.
like after you do everything you needed to do, and you just feel strong and great. I think you guys are like.
All right. Well, Chrisette, Michele, thank you so much for coming through. I'm
course.
Angela Yee,
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
and this is Lip Service.
Yay.
Great times.
Hey, that was fun.
What's up, y'all? Now let's take a break for a second to talk about Squarespace. I want to talk about how important it is that you have your own website. There's no excuse for you not to. In 2016, it's critical that you represent yourself properly out there in the digital universe. No matter what you're doing, if you're a singer, writer, photographer, actress, bartender, stripper, anything, it doesn't matter. You need your own website. Now, of course, building a website is tough sometimes. And even if you do know your way around coding, which I don't, creating something that looks good and works well is a very time-consuming affair. Whether it's for a business site, a portfolio, or a restaurant, whatever you have going on in this day and age, you probably need one anyway. Well, lucky for us, Squarespace makes it so easy to build beautiful websites without breaking a sweat. Squarespace actually provides simple, powerful, and beautiful websites, and they look professionally designed regardless of skill level, and there's no coding required. That's perfect for us. Not only does Squarespace provide you with intuitive and easy-to-use tools to create your website, Squarespace also has state-of-the-art technology powering your site to ensure security and stability. And you know what? You can trust in Squarespace for your website needs when millions of people and some of the most respected brands in the world trust them too. Seriously, you cannot beat the ease and simplicity of Squarespace. It gives you 24/7 online support and a beautiful website. So stop waiting, don't stall. Start a trial with no credit card required and start building your website today. And guess what? When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, because I believe in this so much, make sure you use the offer code Angela and you'll get 10% off your first purchase and you'll be showing some support for Angela Yee's Lip Service. Hey, we thank Squarespace for their support of Angela Yee's Lip Service. Squarespace, you should. What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Hayley Quinn. And I'm Geneviève LeJeune.
Say something again, Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
Okay, there we go. Put it on your mouth. You know how to do it.
I'm Stephanie Santiago with the mic all up on my mouth.
All right, so today we have Hayley Quinn. We have Geneviève LeJeune. Is that how you say your name?
Oui, c'est ça.
I said it right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Perfect. So let's talk a little bit about what you ladies do. Y'all are best friends or something?
Yeah, from London all the way to New York.
Okay. Hayley is a relationship expert.
I am, although I would say that my whole thing is I'm not about defining yourself by relationships. So I am the most single relationship expert in the world.
Perfect. All right, and Geneviève, you are coming here to start the Skirt Club.
That's right. We're launching on Thursday evening on Bleecker Street at a bar called Madame Geneviève.
Now let's talk about what the Skirt Club is, because this is something you guys already have in the UK.
We have, the last 2 years we've been hosting parties monthly in London.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ladies' club. It's a private members club, girls only, strictly. And it's for the curious kind, those who wish to explore, experiment their bisexual and curiosity.
All right, so no men allowed, period, and it's invite only. How do you decide who to invite?
In New York?
In New York in general. Like how do you get invited to the Skirt Club?
So first you have to register as a member on the website. You need to upload 2 photos and preferably be referred by a current member. Since we only have 400 members in New York right now, that's quite hard to meet one of those. So this week we're inviting everyone to register and from then on it'll be referral only.
So what goes on at the Skirt Club? Because Stephanie and Gigi need to know.
Yeah. I'm interested. I want to know.
Would you like to find out firsthand? Or, you're invited.
Are you bi-curious?
I've been there, but
So what happens? Well, we host 2 kind of parties. The launch party on Thursday night is our miniskirt format, and it's simply a cocktail soiree. Ladies mingle and meet.
Cocktails with no cocks.
Yeah,
Correct.
just
alcohol.
tail.
skirt tails.
We usually have a talk on this occasion. Hayley will be speaking on her flirt tips.
And I basically just do whatever Geneviève wants me to do to make it as exciting as possible. So I'm waiting on my briefing at present.
What are some flirt tips because we always have to show off with some tips.
Right.
So we were hoping you can give us some flirting tips today.
Okay, I can do that. The thing is with Scout Club, particularly in the women flirting between two women where neither of them identify as gay, that is an interesting thing because you're used to in any other context, either a man or a woman actively hitting on you. So to suddenly take that initiative to go, oh my God, yeah, I'm attracted to her, never kissed a girl before, kind of going to do it now. That usually takes the women that are involved, well, apart from a cocktail, something else to get into the zone. So I teach them a couple of particular touches and ways that they can look with their eyes that create that flirtation and create that attraction.
So give me an example. Like what kind of touches do you do?
Okay, well, I would say we're not men, so we don't have to go in for the caveman thing. And
show us on Gigi and explain what you're doing.
So what I would say to do is a couple of things. First of all, I'd start actually with the eye contact. I think that's
Gigi,
really
make
good.
the eye contact. Okay,
so we do something. You do there's two gazes you can do. One is the triangular gaze where you look left eye, right eye, lips. And then back to both eyes.
Left eye, right eye, lips. Left eye, right eye, lips. Okay.
Because you got to look
the triangular gaze.
Yeah, you got to look at what you want, and that sends a signal to that you want to kiss a person without lunging in or saying, "Can I kiss you?" or "How good a kisser are you?" on a scale of 1 to 10, or shut your eyes.
Can you make that triangle longer and do the left eye, right eye triangle?
Circumnavigate. The other one actually is called the coital gaze. I didn't name these things. And I do. So what you do is you look at them directly, then you look down and away, being all cute and coy, and then you flick your eyes back up again, and that is the big "come get me, tiger."
Okay,
single.
So if somebody looks at you like that, they want it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Stephanie, do you do these gazes?
No, I mean I'm a pretty forward person.
What do you do?
I'm like, hey,
there's no flirting. I'm just gonna tell you. What's good?
But these things, these things work for boys too, right?
Right. I think it's really fun. One of the fun things about boys,
when I can look at boys, I can do the triangle gaze with a boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
FYI, you could look at the back of a guy's head and he'll still be like, she wants me.
I'm like, she wants me.
Okay, so what about the touching?
Right, with the touching, well, you know what? I always think when I'm with a guy, it's always a bit cavemanish. It's he's pulling the hair, he's grabbing your butt, he's dragging you towards him. And I think,
whoa, that's a lot. Okay, he clearly likes me if he
maybe it's just the boys I hang out with. I don't know. And one of the amazing things I think is about being a woman to woman, you can actually explore much more sensual and delicate touches. And I think sometimes the hottest and sexiest thing is that when no one else in the room knows that you two are having a flirtation together. So that could just be that you're sitting side by side and your knees start to touch, or it could be that you're managing to touch them just on the inside of their arm, very delicately on that soft bit of skin that runs from the wrist down to the elbow. And anything that's more subtle and softer, I think the hotness isn't actually in the physical touch. As I said, it's in that everybody else is in the room and you are two women and no one else in the room knows that you are well into each other and you're not looking at anybody else. And I think that secretive, clandestine, feminine form of touch and sensuality.
How can you tell when another woman wants it, though? How can you tell if you don't know her that she'll be interested in you as a female?
It's something in the way she looks at you, and Hayley's just defined it.
Right. So what I would say is if I think that people are intuitive. I think, you know, you can sense it in your gut, right? If somebody's interested in you, and sometimes it's just about crossing the mental hurdle of going, right, it's a woman that's interested in me. Then what I would do normally is I try and create an environment where she feels comfortable to step forward on that. So I would probably, if it was me, I would begin with to tell a story or tell a little anecdote about my interest in women. I said, oh, you know, she was really sexy, or I had this ex-girlfriend, or I went out on a date.
Oh, wow.
So just drop
that hint.
Drop a bombshell hint in there. And then
I remember the first time I ate pussy, and then
yeah. It was just last week. It was really good. And then I would say something to her. And, you know, I think women, we can do great compliments as well. You know, you can say, you know, I love your hair. It's my favorite color. I like your skin. It's luminescent. Or you look great in that dress.
I'm not going to lie. I had a woman come on to me one time. As a matter of fact, it was at my boy Scotty, who owns the studio here, Engine Room. He used to work at another studio, and I was sitting in the lobby, and this woman came over to me, and she started playing with the buttons on my jacket. Like, oh, what kind of buttons are these? I used to work at a button factory.
That's so
And I was
funny.
like,
My
this is such a
sister
good line.
worked at a button.
She did.
It was your sister.
Was it your sister?
No, my sister's not gay at all.
But I did feel like, okay, is she trying to come on to me? It was the weirdest thing. It was awkward though, you know.
It was weird. I remember like the first time I asked a woman out and then I met her for coffee. I was like, what am I doing? First was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Does she know why she's here? This is really weird. And then that moment, I remember the first time I made out with her and it was like on Oxford Street, which is our version of like, I don't know, Broadway or really, really busy street in New York. Broad daylight, taxis are going past. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever done, but it was so exciting.
So do you consider, are you bisexual or are you gay?
Bisexual, yeah. No, I'm you know what? I don't even like to define myself. I just like who I like when I like them.
So sometimes you like men, sometimes you like women.
Oh, yeah, you should see me. I'm absolutely terrible. Like literally, Geneviève knows in the car journey on the way over, I'll be getting messages or little videos from guys and I'll be squealing and like running around the place like an idiot. After I finish this, I'm going to go back to LA to see a guy that I met there. And we're staying in an apartment that a guy that I know in London lent us. I'm constantly hitting on Geneviève in real life and on Twitter. So
Are you with it, Geneviève?
I'm very confused by the whole thing, but I'm dancing to her dance right now.
So now being that you are the host of the Skirt Club, and I
founded the club,
and you founded the club. So are you bi-curious? Because that's really what it's about: inviting women who are bi-curious, who are
an interesting way to measure this is called the Kinsey scale. He's a scientist from the 40s. There's actually a movie out about him, and he asked men and women to rate themselves on a scale of 0 to 6 about how bisexual they were, I guess, 0 being straight, 6 being gay. So when you apply for membership at Skirt Club, you rate yourself on that scale, and we can measure, I guess, where the majority lie. And it's mostly sort of around the Mark 2, 1 or 2, which is more straight than even halfway bisexual. So I would class those people as bi-curious, have explored maybe once or twice.
Okay, and how do you classify yourself?
I'd like to say I was bisexual, and I obviously am because I own a club that is for bisexual women, but I have never had a relationship with a woman, and I've been with many women, but I've only ever dated a man.
So why don't you want to have a relationship with a woan?
I don't think it's that I don't want to. I just haven't met that person.
You haven't met that woman. Okay.
And as Hayley says, hello, Hayley. Meet my next
Hayley,
girlfriend.
you're just her little jump off side piece.
Hey, I see you.
So you should. I'm like, what?
Well, Gigi, how do you rate yourself according to that scale? Then on a scale of 1 to 6.
6 being bisexual.
6 being gay.
Oh, 6 being gay. And what did you say was bi-curious? Just like 1?
2.
3 is bang
two.
in the middle. So 2 would be
middle.
2 or 1 or 2 are bi-curious.
I would say I'm like 3.5.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say that about you too, G.
Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah,
She's been there.
not-
she's done that.
Not
I'll
She's
do it again,
bi-curious
but
because you've already been there.
I don't see myself like
but
flirting
not
with a girl
really,
or like ever wanting to be in a girl on girl real relationship. But I like to have fun when it's, when it comes about.
What about you, Stephanie? What's
you
your?
don't know what I pick. 1.
I would give you a 2.
I really like boys a lot.
But I would give you a 2, Stephanie.
I would give you a 2 because you've been with a girl before, or you've let a girl do things to
I've
you.
never eaten a pussy
Now, is that
before.
fair? She lets girls eat her pussy, but she won't eat pussy.
You know what? I use the Bill Clinton defense all the time when it comes to that stuff. I think it's
No,
right.
and I mean, it's not like I haven't been with a woman in years. At
But
least
you
3.
have.
At least 3.
So I'll give you a 2.
Yeah, I would give you because a 1 is like I haven't really done this
All
at
right,
all.
then I'll take a 2.
And would you do it again? Would you go to the Skirt Club?
Yeah, I would go check it out. I'm not gonna, play with a woman's emotions and pretend I'm bi-curious or bisexual, but I would go hang out. I like hanging out with girls.
So the one thing about Skirt Club, I would say, is it's not really a place that you're going to meet someone for a relationship. It's very much a playpen.
Yeah, so everybody's having fun.
Yeah,
good
I'd say
time.
most of our members have a husband or a boyfriend.
You said that, and I was reading an article,
makes it- that
and you
makes
said that
it
you feel like
very
men are
interesting.
kind of selfish. You used to go to these clubs with your ex, right?
Oh yeah, him. Okay. So this is my own personal driver from many years ago. But he would always pick out the girl that he quite liked most in the room, and then either send me in to accost her or secretly whisper in her ear that I was interested, even though I had said nothing, in an attempt to get a threesome out of us. And I think it just drove me mad.
I thought women were supposed to pick the other woman.
Yeah, they are.
on a
Definitely.
threesome.
Definitely. It
Yeah.
should be centered on female
I thought that was
pleasure.
one of the rules of how it works.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you pick the woman and the guy is with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But give a dog a bone, right? He eats half your arm off. So, anyway, that relationship's over. But he gave me the inspiration to start Skirt Club. I felt like women should have more control and take charge of their decisions. And especially in the bedroom, right? Because if you have that much confidence in the bedroom, surely it leads into the rest of your life. And we had this saying at Skirt Club, and it would be confident in the bedroom, be confident in the boardroom.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I like that.
Well, that makes
Confidence is
sense.
sexy.
Now, what goes on in there? Are women actually like, is it just like a cocktail hour meeting up, or do things really go down in the room?
Absolutely. Okay, so this is what I was saying earlier. The launch party is very much a cocktail event. Nothing's going to go down in the room other than this one game that we might play.
What's the game?
It's called Body Tequila. Ladies are invited to lie on the table. They can be
Haley's touching herself, by the
I'm
way.
like, starting to scratch my
touching
boob.
herself.
I'm starting to get naked already. It's 'cause I would like to point out that I know I seem like the party animal, but it will be Geneviève that will be lying on the table to begin with Body Tequila.
Well, put your nipple down for a minute.
So, Geneviève, explain the game to us.
So Body Tequila, we invite everybody at the party to take turns. A young lady will lie on the table, preferably in her lingerie. And we invite 2 contestants to race. They take a leg each, line it with salt up to the lips. They lick their way to the top, down a shot tequila. The first one to bite the lime is the winner. We have a scoreboard.
Where's the line?
In her mouth.
Oh, okay.
You may kiss her on extracting the lime.
Oh, good
Who gets to be on the table? How do you pick that? Ahead of time?
Usually volunteering. So
So, Gigi, you'll lay on the table.
I would definitely lay on the table before joining the race.
Okay.
Tequila ain't really my thing.
You know, I would lay on the table too, even though tequila's my thing. But
You said
I don't
even though
mind
tequila's
getting
my
licked.
thing.
I don't mind getting licked and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
So you would be the perfect person. I think
Right.
Stephanie's kind of a selfish person. You think?
she should be licked. Others should be the lickers. Then
See? That would be fun.
you can all take it in turns.
So for people who are bi-curious, right? How can you because I know it's difficult for some people to actually try to act on those things, to try to act on that and try to actually go out and pursue. How would you say, where can you go to find that besides the Skirt Club? Like if you're out in your everyday life, what are some things that you can do? And
So actually, I hadn't described the second kind of party that we host. And this is to full effect a play party in every sense. It's the lesbian orgy that all the newspapers write about. Although it's not actually a lesbian orgy, that's their choice of words. But essentially, it's a private house. It's decorated luxuriously for female tastes. We serve cocktails all night, and we play games also, and we also have talks. But it's all, for all intents and purposes, a play party for women to experience for the first time.
Jeff is interested. Come to that one too.
No.
Everybody is.
No, I've never been with a woman without a penis being in the room.
Oh, well, this would be different.
Yeah, no guys are allowed.
No guys.
What? So what about if you're a transgender?
I don't think that's going to work on this occasion because it's very much female only. And we could go into the depths of this, but
Right.
I mean,
No
what
dicks
if
allowed.
but what if they have their penis removed?
well, would you like to invite them?
I'm just asking if they're like, listen, I'm a transgender. I've had the surgery.
Sydney Star.
Yeah, I want to be able to come. Is that okay?
Well, in the terms and conditions, we say cisgender only, which is your gender designated by birth.
Right.
So this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But by all means, I'm open to anything.
She said, I'm open to anything. All right. So now, Hayley, do you consider yourself, do you still like men? And you
Definitely
still like
men.
Do you tell guys like off the bat, like just so you know?
No, especially not now because you know what? I'm in a real zone at the moment where I want to I want to get married and have babies, but I do want to have babies. And so right now, if you just say to a guy that this is unfortunate, you tell him that you're bisexual or bi-curious, immediately
They want to have a threesome.
Yeah, they want to have a threesome, or there's all this connotations of promiscuity. And you know what? Actually, I will do things on my own terms when I want to do them and when I see fit. And I just don't want, especially at the beginning of a relationship, a burden of expectation held over. I'd rather that we got to know one another as individuals.
Do you think if you got married, you would want to have a female involved in the marriage too?
You know, I've had a lot of time to think about this. I am actually, whether I end up marrying a guy or a girl, I'm actually one of life's natural monogamers. I've decided.
So whoever I'm with, it's just me and him, or me and her.
Me and her, yeah. And that's because I've done polyamory. I've dated boys, I've dated girls, I've dated many of them at the same time. I've tried all other possible combinations, and I've come to the conclusion that, you know what, actually, right now, trust, security, respect, most important. And for me, just me personally, this isn't everybody else. I find that easier to achieve, and that I'm a kind of person that I like to focus on one person at a time, but I don't know whether that person's going to be a man or a woman.
Do you think that Americans are stuffier about sex?
I think they're a little old fashioned. Yeah. Europeans are way more wild. At least it's not an issue. It's not questioned.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, everyone's identifying themselves continuously.
I remember when I went to a school exchange in America when I was 16 years old. And on the trip to New York, all the girls in my year group, we all kissed one another in the hotel room just for like a laugh.
Really?
Just for a laugh.
Yeah. We
Take that what I just said.
Yeah.
What age was this?
I was about to ask that too. Like, what age were you?
I don't know, 15, 16, something like that. And I remember we went back to the American high school, which is in Mechanicsburg in Pennsylvania, and like the rumor got out, like the British girls had kissed each other in New York, and to us it was like, you know, we were it was quite normal for us to do that and for us to experiment in that way, and for them it was really, really not normal.
Yeah.
Huh.
I definitely agree that
That's your
Americans
influence,
are
Hayley.
more stuffy and more old fashioned when it comes to sex and sexuality. Than
I do
other
feel
countries.
like people feel like look, Stephanie's single right now, right? She can date several different people at once, but some people might look at you and be like, oh, she's doing too much. She's dating all these guys and da-da-da-da-da. But why not? If you're single, why can't I do whatever I want to do?
Yeah, I think the only bad thing that you could do when it comes to dating multiple people, if you're doing it as a distraction, like literally you can't bear to spend a night in with your own company because you're not comfortable with yourself. So you have to go out, or you're worried that the person that you're dating is dating other people. So you then date other people to like cancel it out. or you've just
Like revenge.
Yeah, revenge date, or like you're heartbroken over someone. So you have sex with someone just to like forget about them for a moment.
Other people do that all the time.
Yeah, but I think that you gotta I think if it's done with the right motivations, fantastic. If you're running away from yourself or something, not so good.
I feel like if one of my favorite boyfriends wanted to be serious, I wouldn't break up with my other boyfriend.
I love that phrase.
You said one of your favorite, but you
one
don't
of her
have
favorites wanted to be serious. She would
Yeah,
break up
I
with
feel
one
like
of
if
the
one of
other
my favorites, if we got to be serious, I would cut off everybody else.
Do you have one favorite in particular?
I have two favorites.
Oh.
So if you had to choose between the two of them, do you think you could be in love with two people?
I love them all. I love every guy I've ever been with.
No, but I mean right now, like, could you be in love with two people? Do you think that's possible?
I
Or do you
don't think so.
feel like you love one more than the other?
I mean, right? I say that just as joking.
Like I look at
they're
like
my
Peter
boyfriends.
Guns with Amina and Tyra on Love and Hip Hop, and he has
Peter
two women.
don't even love himself to be loving.
Yeah,
them,
he got
Two women
problems.
pregnant at the
Love
same
himself
time. He
first.
loves. Could you love two men equally? Like I love both of them,
No,
and why can't I just be with both of them?
No.
I wish. It sounds good, Ange. It sounds real good. But no, I'm not in love with anybody right now. I'm really in love with myself.
Well, respect.
So like, I feel like if I fell in love, even if one or the other, if whoever I fall in love with, even if they don't want to get serious with me, once I'm in love, everybody just gets cut off naturally. Like
Love is the best natural guarantee of monogamy, isn't it? That's
Right.
it. If you're passionately in love with someone, you don't go looking elsewhere.
Exactly.
What if you were in love with somebody, but they said they didn't want to be in a monogamous relationship and they needed to sometimes dip out? Would you be okay with that?
No, I think you have to be true to yourself, and your own boundaries. I think if you agree to stuff that's not on your terms, then it's always going to fall down or create anxiety later on.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Geneviève?
If he cheats,
What-
it's out.
Yeah. Honestly,
It's clear.
It's
If he
true.
cheats, he's done.
Yeah.
It's over. And his life too.
She was telling me about some stuff that she's done to some ex-boyfriends
What
of
have you
hers on the way
done?
over. It was scary.
Hayley, that was meant to be between us.
Sorry.
What are some crazy things that you've done to ex-boyfriends?
Okay, well,
Every girl in here has done something crazy, so you know.
this is going to be everything else. So when I was very young, okay, I was 17.
Context is important.
Anyway, he made me very angry. He came over. I'd been away for a month and I came back from my holiday and he tried to have sex with me, but I discovered in the process that he had genital warts.
How did you discover that? You saw it, or
I saw it. I mean, like, I'm talking like 15 cauliflower size, like, balls
wow.
on his penis.
Now that is just disrespectful.
It's disgusting.
At least don't come over here with your warts
Oh
showing.
my God.
Yeah,
Avoid me.
Right, thank you. That just justifies
That is disgusting.
So
So I'm like horrified. He tries to tell me that it's my fault. Now I've been
That you
away.
gave it to him?
Yes. And because I'm so young, I don't understand what's going on here. All I know is that I don't have this and he does. Therefore, it's not me. So I get very angry. I try to get him to leave. He won't. He's rude.
He's like rubbing his warts on you.
oh my God, and
That's disgusting.
It's disgusting. So anyway, eventually he leaves. The next day I called a friend for a little favor and had him go over and fill his car with cement.
Oh my God. At the age of 17, you knew somebody that could fill someone's car with cement.
Yeah, well, from where I am, that's possible.
Oh my God. Gigi, what's the worst revenge you ever got on somebody?
I'm not really a revenge type of person. I believe in karma.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to come back around. I don't really have to forcefully do anything. I just got to put the energy out and let the universe handle it.
I do notice that about you, Gigi, because you know what I feel like? I feel like you've found out all kinds of things about different females and so on and so forth, but you've never tried to do anything. Like you've never maliciously went out and you might not fuck with those girls, but you ain't never really tried to get revenge.
Yeah. I mean, losing me as a friend is enough revenge right there. And, and me moving on and doing bigger and better things while they are going through. Prime example. I recently found out that somebody that did some dirt to me is having a really hard time right now.
You're like, that's your karma.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. It's a sad situation that they're going through. And at one point, me and this person were friends, but this person also took a knife and put it right in the middle of my back. So, sorry that you're going through that, but I don't feel bad for you. It's
Right.
karma.
It is what it is. I had nothing to do with it, but at the same
nothing to do
time,
with what you're going on in your personal and your family life. But that's what you get for not being a good person. When you're a good person and you do things from the heart and you do things genuinely because you know it's the right thing to do, then good things happen to you in life.
Stephanie, you ever got revenge on somebody?
No, I do things out of spite. I wouldn't say I try to get revenge, but being spiteful never conquers anything. It's a losing game.
Yeah, tit for tat, you never win. You just keep going back and forth.
Yeah, I think as you emotionally mature and you grow up, you go, oh, actually, I'm going to waste more of my own personal time and energy and resources. They're not even going to be that bothered about it. And I'm going to stress myself out more in the process. So I think you get more detached.
Yeah,
That's the right
so
way to
like
roll.
I've gotten tattoos out of spite.
Tattoos? What do you mean?
I got a tattoo to spite one of my exes of one of my new boyfriends.
You got a tattoo of your new boyfriend to spite your ex?
Absolutely. I definitely did that. For sure.
For sure.
And it
You
was
still have it?
stupid.
Yeah, I was like, this
Yes,
not the
I
best
do.
idea.
Yes, I still have it. Yes, it was stupid.
Yes,
I
it was stupid.
Are you
No,
going to get rid of it?
Yeah, it's a little one. It's a little one. It's on my finger. Yeah, I hope none of my boyfriends are listening to this because
As soon as they see you, they go like, "Let me see your hand. Let me see your nails." They gonna look right at that finger for that tag.
what a mistake.
Go buy a big ring.
But yeah, no, I did that to spite because my ex, we had broken up and we were in a long-term relationship, and we broke up, and 2 months later he was in a serious relationship with somebody else.
So it makes you feel like he was with her the whole time, like for quite a while y'all was together.
And I mean, he caught me cheating on him. He caught me cheating on him with one guy, and then
why you keep doing this hand clap?
Because I gets me pissed off. It gets me so mad.
Emotions.
She keep on
in
hand
each clap.
clapping.
It gets me so upset thinking about this.
He caught you cheating.
No, he caught me cheating, and that's all right. Cool. So I left. You know, I left with grace. I didn't fight it. You know, all right. I'm caught. It's fine. Then he caught me with but we still lived together for like 2 months. We lived together for like 2 months. And then he caught me with the other one that I ended up getting tattooed. And you know, he was mad because
So he caught you cheating twice.
yeah, and you know, and the other, he and me and this one, we were, you know, like acting like we were in love. We were telling each other, I love you all the time.
And he saw that.
And all of that. Yeah, he saw that, which was really, I felt really bad about that. But okay, like I said, a month later, I moved out the house. And I left. I didn't fight it. I didn't, you know, ask him any questions. I just moved on. And then 2 months later, he's in a serious relationship.
Stephanie, you did cheat and get caught twice.
I know, but still.
He probably would. And just like women do, because before we break up with somebody, we prepare ourselves for it. Like before we break up with you, we are broken up with you in our head for a few months. We done already
On the lookout.
Yeah, we're on the lookout. We've already kind of detached ourselves. We're already getting comfortable with the idea that this might not work out. And so we're mentally, I think, prepared. A lot of times you break up with a guy and he has no idea it's about to happen.
True.
And they always say that when women break up with a guy, we deal with it head on right away. When guys break up, they don't deal with it for a few months.
No, or they do lots of behaviors to push you to break up with them. And their behavior just gradually gets worse and worse and worse and worse until you're forced.
You're like, do you want to be with me? Why don't you just tell me that you don't want to be with me anymore? Because you keep on doing dumb shit. That lets me know.
Well, a lot of the time people feel guilty, they feel too guilty to actually take the action. And whilst it's more adult and more mature and definitely the right thing to do, to be straight with a person and just say, hey, look, I've enjoyed our time, but I don't feel that connection anymore, and to move on. Not many people have the guts and the strength to do that. Most people feel guilt. Most people doubt their own decisions. They change their mind. They still want to somehow control you or have your interest in them. And so instead what they do is just, you'll notice that the behaviors they do day to day demonstrate that they're checking out of the relationship instead.
Could you be with somebody who is terrible in bed?
No.
Not terrible.
Unanimous no.
Not terrible.
Not a lot of discussion on that
who's
point.
not so great because you can always teach them. But terrible in bed? Oh no.
I could be with somebody who's okay in bed. I have been with guys who are just okay in bed, but he has to be okay.
But what about if everything else is so perfect in a relationship except sex is not? That
you guys know what I'm going to do.
In relationships.
It is. Hugh Hefner, isn't it?
You're going to cheat.
I'm going to cheat. You know I'm going to cheat.
Yeah.
I cheat when the sex is good sometimes.
So you know if it's bad, Steph going in.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to cheat if it's bad. For sure.
What about if a guy, let's say he can't get hard or get all the way hard. He's just semi.
I'm cheating.
Shit.
What about Viagra? Try that first. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a lot of the time it's a psychological problem though, right? It's about an emotional problem and he's not feeling it, or he feels stressed or anxious, or he's got something going on at work, or he's hiding
if that
something.
happens here or there, it's okay. But all the time,
what about a guy who's really fat and can only have sex with his shirt on?
I'm not even getting with a guy who's
That's not
really
even going to
fat.
start.
It's never starting. Right.
Because let's be clear, everybody in here looks aren't the most important thing. If you really love a guy and he's overweight, but he's self-conscious about how he looks.
Looks are so important to me.
In the bedroom, let's say he gained some weight and he's not taking his shirt off while he's having sex.
Oh, no.
Weight's a different issue, but I think Europeans very much prefer the mind over the body. They'll always pick a man's mind over his physical appearance.
Right. Yeah, I've seen some Europeans on the beach in Speedos, some guys that definitely...
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
We apologize.
I'd be like, damn, he has no shame in his game.
No, they are French or German, by the way, not British.
No, the British are the lobster ones. They're white pasty, but with really red
Very
noses
burnt.
and a beer belly. That'd be it.
Some hair.
You said some hair. You think guys should shave their hair?
Do you?
I mean, if they're like super hairy, back hair, chest hair. Like,
The back hair is a
Back
different
hair.
issue, isn't it? Though
When it's like a fur rug, then definitely they need
and then also like
get that taken
manscaping,
care of.
I like a bit of manscaping.
Yeah, I think a man should manscape. I think if a guy is like super hairy, rug, whatever, he should shave that off.
Yeah, I think so too.
Clip it down.
fairer.
Geneviève, you like that?
I've never actually dated a man this hairy. I went to school in Hong Kong, right? So
They definitely don't have any hair.
No, they're hairless.
Yeah, they don't have any hair.
This is not an issue.
No, and the guys that I've dated,
wait, let
they're
me ask
fine
you.
and they don't have no hair.
You said they don't have no hair?
Only on their face.
Now, Asian guys, is it their penis size? They always have the rumors that they have smaller penis.
Not my exes, no. They were all very well endowed.
Nice.
Oh, see, good to know. There goes that rumor.
I'm not speaking for the whole country.
Just from her personal experience.
So do you have a preference for like Asian men?
I actually do, yeah.
That's it. My dad's Asian,
Oh, Chinese?
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what his penis looks like at all. So I have no idea.
Let's not find out.
Oh, God.
But I was just wondering, because I know they always say that Asian men, that's the rumor. And then we all saw a Hangover.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right? When he jumped out of the trunk. And he had when he had the monkey with the penis and the penis was very small. Okay. Does size matter to you?
No, actually, but not for me personally.
Mm-hmm. Hayley, size, does it matter?
Scale of if they're on the scale of normal and they've got good sexual
Scale of normal.
As long as it's not
Honestly,
normal.
I have to say, as a love coach, you have no idea in the beginning of my career how many penis pictures I received on my Facebook account. All kind of, asking me is my penis normal? Is it? And also the worst ones of them all were guys that had really, really big dicks, and then they're posing next to a Right Girl canister, asking like, "Hey, is my penis small?" So looking for that gratification.
They want you to be like, no, it's fucking huge.
Huge, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there such a thing as a pretty penis to you? Like, you ever look
I don't think they're photogenic. I don't think they photograph well.
like cheese?
Man, I've seen some gorgeous dicks in pictures. That it makes my mouth water. I'm like, oh my God.
My mouth and my eyes water.
My mouth and my eyes, I'm crying.
A gorgeous dick. You should see like the veins.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be like,
that's pretty to see the vein.
yeah, I think veins are great.
Oh my God.
You don't think so?
Shaft to head ratio should be on point.
And they should be like well lotioned.
It shouldn't be ashy. Ashy dick.
And then the ball should be like nicely proportioned and everything. Everything has to look perfect.
Maybe
I like dicks that are straight, and I like
no curve,
good girth. Yeah.
Are you going up the lesbian scale at the moment?
I don't think I like dicks at all.
You're not a fan of dicks, but
I'm not a fan of what they look like. At all.
Dicks are better than vaginas.
Nah.
Vaginas are way prettier.
You think so?
Vaginas gorgeous.
Vaginas are pretty. Dicks are weird.
I don't think anybody else's vagina is pretty. I think mine's is pretty.
I think mine is pretty too. I've seen a few pretty ones in my day. I've seen a few ugly ones in my day too.
A few ugly vaginas.
Well, I mean, I was
too.
I'm sorry. You two ladies don't know that I was a stripper. I was a exotic entertainer for many years. Quite popular, if I might toot my own horn.
Very good.
But so I've seen a lot of vaginas in my day, and there are some that are just really ugly. Like, girl, you shouldn't even show that to people. How do people even pay you? Like. Yeah.
I'm a fan of dicks. I like the way they look.
I
way
love
better
the way
than
dicks
a
look.
vagina.
I like the way I like the way dicks look in my mouth. Like I like
You like
to
it. You like to
videotape
view
it,
when
and
it's
I like to see like tears coming down my eyes, the sweat, like I'm
Nose running.
I can't breathe.
See,
my
these
nose
two
is
cry
running.
and have running noses during dick sucking, okay?
Yeah.
Hayley, Geneviève, have y'all ever had? I've never cried sucking somebody's dick.
No, you never had tears coming out your eyes.
Tears running down your eyes.
Maybe I don't go so hard. I don't go
No,
that
you
hard.
don't remember.
I definitely have never cried sucking somebody's dick.
It's like when you're
nice.
gagging.
I don't know if it's me or
Exactly.
When you're gagging, when you deep throat and you gag on it,
this is so beautiful.
it gets
not crying.
when you
It's
gag
not like
on
an
it,
Oscar speech.
your mouth gets watery, and then you keep going,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
your
You're
nose start
gagging
running,
and your nose
your
gets
eyes
clogged
start.
up.
Is this normal?
Crying.
Am I abnormal?
No one's abnormal or normal, but that is, I get what you're talking about. When you're going to the gag reflex point, and so your eyes get watery.
Right, like when you're throwing up, you start crying.
I just
a little bit like
call it
that.
going hard. Like you just going in when you get to that point. Like that's a good situation.
Yeah, you're probably drunk.
Most likely.
Yeah,
And you probably threw up a little on it and swallowed it back down.
You ever did that? Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Like you suck it and the throw up comes and you just swallow it back.
It's dedication,
And
though.
the guys love it. They're like, oh.
They don't know that there's potentially could have been some vomit on it.
One time my homegirl, she threw up and she didn't catch it to swallow it. And there was like chunks on the guy. She was
happened
mad
to me
embarrassed.
too.
And he was totally turned off. He never spoke to her again after that.
Well, that'll do
And they
it.
were having a good relationship.
If a guy threw up in your
But that
pussy,
wasn't her
you probably
fault.
might not talk to him again either.
I would never.
But your pussy is not making him gag. Have gag reflex.
Yeah, but if he was
Dick
drinking,
behind your throat.
But if he was drinking and he's down there and then he throws up.
Now see, that's a different type of throw up. You're throwing up because you're drunk and wasted. Not throwing up because you're
so disgusting.
Poking you in your
but
throat.
and she was sucking dick like right after they ate. And I tell my friends all the time, the best time to suck dick is on an empty stomach. I tell my friends that all the time.
Because you don't want to throw up.
And you could put the dick goes way further back.
Geneviève, are you learning something today?
She's just going up on the Kinsey scale every second.
She's like, you know what? I'm going to just stick to pussies from now on. I don't want to throw up. And
God, I mean, the thought of giving a blowjob makes you want to vomit anyway. So
why? Yeah.
you guys can keep that.
You don't like giving blowjobs?
I've done one and that was enough.
You've only done it once?
Correct.
No, you're lesbian, girl.
Well, how many pussies have you eaten? A lot?
Yeah, easily like 50.
Oh, see? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you don't like men?
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm married to a man. I love men.
Oh, okay. But you don't suck his dick and he's married to you?
He doesn't want it. He doesn't like it.
Oh,
I had a boyfriend in my head.
the perfect match.
Yeah.
You guys are perfect match.
He probably doesn't like it because you don't like it.
I don't know. I dated his ex-girlfriend. She didn't like it either.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys are the perfect match.
Yeah, for sure.
They are the perfect match.
Really good.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Hayley Quinn, for joining us. We had a great time with you, Geneviève LeJeune. LeJeune. Okay, I can't say it right. LeJeune. Is that right?
No, but it's fine.
Say it again.
LeJeune. It
LeJeune.
means the young one in French.
Okay, is that your real last name?
Yeah.
Geneviève LeJeune.
I love that.
The Skirt Club.
I like it too.
So people can go, where can they go if they want to try to register and see how this happens?
So it's skirtclub.co.uk,
Mm-hmm.
which is a British domain, right? And there's an application form on there where you can apply. And you can say that you heard me on lip service.
And you have to upload 2 pictures of yourself, and then you have to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 6.
0 to 6. 0 is straight,
Oh,
6
no.
is gay.
Okay. And is it okay for straight people to come?
Absolutely. No, more so because it's opening their eyes and it's a whole new environment. Helps you feel alive, you know. Sometimes you get buried in a rat race. So come do something different on a Thursday night. Doesn't mean you have to join in. You just
You
experience
can just go and enjoy yourself with a group of women.
with a group of women who are very open-minded.
Okay.
And fun.
Lip service is very open-minded.
Very open-minded.
And open-mouthed.
Open mouth.
Yes.
Very
Open-throated.
open-mouthed.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Hayley Quinn.
And Geneviève LeJeune.
Bye.
Bonne nuit.